All right, let's do this thing because it's day 3, the first qualification matches of MSI. This is the kimchicast. I'm your host, Bonks Kimchi, as always. And 2 qualification matches are on the docket. Best of 3 still. No BO5s until stage 2. You got to earn the right to play at least 3 games of League of Legends. And, uh, speaking of earning your way to the bracket stage, FlyQuest are up against a brick wall today as they take on the world champions in T1 for the first time ever as FlyQuest. But for Jensen, it is a recurring theme of him not beating Faker, though I guess him not beating Faker is not really a recurring thing for just him, as most players throughout their careers who face off against Faker don't beat Faker. It's just how it's been. But Jensen, if you remember the famous quote, can't wait, the tweet, the can't wait to clap Faker tweet, which he sent out jokingly before Worlds 2016, before getting absolutely giga stomped. That is kind of the haunting moment for Jensen, as C9 were looking like they were going to make it to the bracket stage at that point, and they didn't, or got taken away from Bwipo. T1 have done their homework, and that's going to be Senna locked in. Guma going for the Senna Kench already. They're taunting it. They won yesterday with Senna Kench, so of course they're going to run it back in game number 2. But for T1, I think Faker put it best in the promo. You know why we're here, with like no pomp, no circumstance. I'm going to highlighting. Oh, that looks so nice. Turn this off. There you go. It's so nice. Why is it so dark today? But okay, so Varus locked in for Masu here. He does have a good Varus. I like his Varus. But we'll see how that goes. I'm still not over that sentence, because that sentence is crazy. Third least into the tournament? No, it's going to be Jensen's Orianna. They locked this in game 3 yesterday to secure their, or locked this in game 3 against PSG Talent to secure their spot in this match, or 2 days ago now, as that's Faker's Azir coming out. I don't believe he's been actually given the Azir just yet. And they will also wrap up their first rotation with the Kent to really have a strong first rotation. And and if FlyQuest match, yep, they will. I was going to say, if they match it, they also will have a very strong first rotation here as they grab themselves the Renata Varus bot lane. I like that quite a bit. They're going to need to draft some tanks around it, but that's really it. They're going to need to draft someone pretty beefy in the top lane, likely for the engage. Not even likely. They will need to draft someone beefy in the top lane for engage. And okay, there I'll use likely in the jungle to set up the engage as well with the top laner. Someone to go in, usually with Ori Ball on them, and just line them all up. Knock them all down. T1 are coming in with all the confidence in the world. They are, of course, world champions. Couldn't beat Gen G, but honestly, at this point, they shouldn't be worried about beating Gen G and LCK because they've always outperformed them internationally. And they're coming off of a dominant 2-0 over Estadal, even though that's not the most impressive win on your resume. Just getting the wins in definitely boosts your confidence. So, T1 should be feeling good. FlyQuest should also be feeling good, coming off of a nice back-to-back, a nice pair of wins, coming back from 1-0 down to win a set against PSG Talon. So, these teams should be feeling good about their play, especially with how Bwipo has been playing. FlyQuest should be loving this man right now because he won them that series against PSG. And you're going to have to see if T1 can stifle that, really. Because FlyQuest really relied on Bwipo for one of their 2 wins, and it's really needed him to pop off. So T1 can try and punish that. We'll see how FlyQuest have to answer to it, because both of these teams are going to likely answer for the lane swap here. What the heck? My earphones popped. Okay. Has the Udyr ban actually taken away from Bwipo? He does like that a lot. This would be a terrible pick for Inspired right now. And Bwipo. That pick would be miserable. Don't. Still don't like Landgraves in this context. They're gonna go for it. They're gonna get Whippo Landgraves. Okay. I don't like it, man. And that's gonna be owner getting the Viego, not Varus. And is it gonna just be Ornn for Zeus again? We're gonna see another Ornn, baby. More ornaments. This is gonna be really good. I like this T1 comp already. Just really good. Don't know if I like the FlyQuest draft here. They need an... Ooh, Zac might be exactly what they needed. Not a bad choice. They had a good amount of junglers to pick from. They could also put this as Whippo Zac. Oh, it is going to be Graves jungle. So inspired on the Graves. And this will be interesting. I don't think we've seen many Graves picks this season until today because, yeah, there's no reason to really lock in Graves for most of the season. The jungle has revolved around mostly tank junglers and a handful of non-tanky junglers. So it does make sense to just not even bother contesting them. But this could really, yeah, this could work. I can see this working. I don't even know how much Graves we've seen. I'll get the numbers up as I'm working on that. I wasn't expecting to bring up the numbers, but then they threw a Graves into the mix, and my chances of knowing that information drastic went down as expected. And we're really going to need to see Inspired pop. I guess not pop off. It depends on what he goes for. Usually Graves does go for, obviously, a damage-based build. He does damage. That's kind of his only upfront value. And I don't know if they needed that on top of a team that already has a lot of damage in it. I don't think Varus and Orianna really needed another damage dealer. Probably could have went for something. I was just imagining either the Sedge or the Maokai, to be honest, which isn't the most inspired fix, I know, but it works really well for a reason. Or even putting the Zac there and maybe letting the Graves throw down in the top side. But honestly, I just wanted to see them draft something that goes in, and Graves does that, but they really didn't need a Graves here. I think the comp kind of falls apart. Not falls apart, but I feel like the comp didn't really need that extra piece of just punching. Like, it doesn't need that damage bit. Actually, I thought we were going to transition a bit earlier into the game. Graves 22 and 26 entering the tournament. There we go. Took a while, but we made it there. And game one underway. T1 FlyQuest battle for the first spot in the bracket stage of MSI. And nothing crazy here. Are we going to see a lane swap is the question. You could see that Zeus coming in around mid here. Oops. Going to come into mid here. Is Zeus going to... Nope, going to wrap in, or just path this into the top jungle. No lane swaps here, really. Lucio spotted out, going to drop a ward. And that's going to be an easy ward clear. Jensen going to just try and block off Fakers, re-engage. We'll get some damage in. And Guma going to get a stack there, but both Guardians popped already. And FlyQuest are going to have control of this river. Aria and Guma are going to have to try and get through them. And Bwipo and Zeus are already throwing hands, and Bwipo's going to win that trade if Zeus wants to take it. Nice. But Bwipo has the second health bar, so as long as Bwipo trades smart, he can actually just win this game pretty much outright. But does have the brittle, and Bwipo has to use his own health for his clear, but he's going to get the level 2 earlier than Zeus, and Zeus is going to have to really answer to this here pretty aggressively. Doesn't have... There it is. Just isn't able to get another brittle proc and doesn't get a grass proc out of that, I believe. So, not going to really get much out of it. Level 2 is here. Inspired coming up. There's no camps to clear, but if he goes for a dive, could go for it. Zeus doesn't have any CC besides the brittle here. But there's Bwipo. He's already on a turret, and they're going to just successfully die. Bwipo going to lose his passive and lose his flash. But Zeus is down, and that is first blood over to Bwipo. And that is so well played from FlyQuest there. Bwipo just forcing the health trades out of Zeus consistently. And FlyQuest have first blood in a matchup they weren't expecting to. They weren't really favored. And now Faker, super low on mana and health here, as here comes Owner. And goes from Masu out already, and it's not a terrible get there for FlyQuest. Or for T1, they get rid of a ghost at least, but still flash available for Masu. But now Bwipo's in a really bad spot. Bwipo pretty much just loses any part that isn't. Yeah, there it is. Oof. I was going to say, Bwipo pretty much now just loses any play until he backs, because Zeus has gotten rid of that extra health bar, which is really what allows Bwipo to play as aggressive as he does. And now, ooh, that's a big wave. Zeus going to just go for the turret, and Bwipo just going to have to jump away with that, the slingshot there. And Bwipo's going to drop a massive wave here. He's already under-leveled. He really needs to get to 6. Zac is a champion you really need to get to level 6 so he could function as best as possible. So because he gets that increased healing. But now Inspired trying to come in here. But forced a flash out. Forcing a flash out, but they just want to get Bwipo to touch this wave so he can get XP, really. They don't care about much else. There's Jensen taking a lot of damage from a trade with Faker. Not even a trade, just Faker smacking him. But very well played there from FlyQuest to get that XP back out of Bwipo, because if Inspired doesn't come up there, Owner and Zeus can just zone for 2 or can just zone for that entire wave, get the turret platings. Pretty much make sure Bwipo stays 2 levels behind, but it will be pretty matched now. Is very nice for the Zac. Again, ulti, passive, extra healing. They're not going to go for the... I would have went for the soul there. Come on, Guma. 19 souls coming up on the first damage buff. I believe first damage range. It's a lot. Teleport out of Carrier now, and Guma gonna get his boots finished. Oh, there's actual... Yeah, there you go. A lot of champion. Apparently there's a lot of things named Senna. It is... Okay, Owner going to start up these Void Grubs. Should have a really easy time taking these. Where's the freaking... Whatever. Spire just going to come in mid, try and help Jensen clear out some of his wave. Owner's going to finish this off here. And Inspired going to go get the first Drake. Every 20 stacks, 20 bonus attack range, and 10 crit strike. And there's the dive. Already engaged. Horn goes off, and Zeus is more than enough of a tank to be able to get that. And it's going to be the revenge kill over to T1. And look at the wave Bwipo's missing again. No teleport available. That is all missed XP from Bwipo. This is brutal because he needs to hit that big point And Zeus is just going to back here. 47 CS to 29 right now in favor of Zeus. You can see the cash disparity coming in. Drops cannon. Should be able to get 6 off of this, actually. At least. But the Orn Horn Let's Bounce would have been real nice there. And they knew that Inspired was pathing bot lane. So, yeah, Owner had full confidence to make that play. And just denying him that 6. Denying him not only the healing, of course, but also the literal ultimate itself of Let's Bounce. Very useful. And just not having that extra CC to stall out their attack. Or to stall out the dive a little bit. Perfect. Whippo stacked or has the passive back up. That would have definitely saved his, at least stalled on the dive. I don't know if he would have lived it. As Whippo is just getting chunked out here. He can't really afford to trade anymore with Zeus. Especially if he's just going to tank all the volcanic ruptures. Or the bellows breaths. Volcanic rupture is the smack on the floor. He's going to keep tanking all these riddled autos. Yeah, of course he can't tank. He can't trade. But that's kind of how Whippo has to play. He's Zac. He has to be in your face. And Whippo just going to continue to get punished here by Zeus. Vacaria got rooted up by the handshake. And there's the Chain of Corruption coming in. They're trying to just lay in as much damage. And they're just not going to be able to kill him. He's way too tanky. Whippo's going to go into a second form here, but there's the Let's Bounce out. He's trying to heal for as much as he can. He tanks a turret shot, and that should be the dissuasion. Oh, good flash there, but a nice flash response, and that's going to be Zeus picking up the kill here on to Whippo. And he survives the dive. Won't be able to pick up Inspire there. Great Dawning Shadow to shield up Zeus and get some extra dissuading damage onto Inspired. And Train Conductor Horn is rolling right now. Handshake not going to connect. And there's Carrier going in. Heal already out from Busio. Ooh, good use of the hostile takeover, but it's not going to matter as it only gets a flash out of Carrier and the heal out, but it will be able to save Busio and Masu. His owner not going to be able to gank here. Tried to come in for the fight, did not have anything though. And that is, again, wins for T1. They get the hostile takeover out of Busio, but they do burn a flash and heal for it. They get heal and ghost out as well. And Guma's just going to keep stacking. Guma just going to keep stacking. He wants these mists. As there's the trade coming in. Guma going to be able to dodge again. He keeps dodging these Qs from Masu. He's just that guy. And now 50 souls for Guma. He gets raw stat buffs for each soul, and then he gets a bonus for every 20 he collects. So he's doing well for himself. He's doing well for himself. And they do bonus damage, of course. As double teleport coming in. Jensen forced to flash, but there's a flash response in the Shuriken Shuffle. Carrier going to actually be able to stay away from the tower with the pull because of the Divide's wall. And Faker's going to pick up the kill onto Jensen there. And T1 still taking it personal against Jensen after all these years, man. All these years. Faker's still mad. They just set it on the desk. 8 games against Faker. Jensen 0-8. 8 games, 0 wins in any of them. I mean, he faced 2016 Faker. Of course they lost, even though I think they played in 2015. Oh, but 2016 was really where it took off because it was funny. Now, first items are starting to come through. And I think Owner has the more valuable item here over Inspired. And you can see in the 23 CS diff, not really based on the item, but based on the jungler. I don't know if Graves is the answer. Graves really has only done 2 things. One gank in top lane and another stop in top lane. That's really it. Whippo, or not Whippo, Busio going to get rooted up, give another soul over to Gumayushi. As Jensen and Faker going to throw big trades at each other. That's a lot of health taken off of both of them. And now Owner and Faker rotating down here. And now Busio going to flash forwards, miss the handshake though. And now T1 in a fully advantageous position. They don't have the hostile takeover flash play. That makes it really difficult to readjust. Or it makes it really easy to readjust the position of the ulti without showing anything. And there's the Shuriman Shovel coming in from Faker. The follow-up from Owner is going to be enough to take Jensen off the rift. And now Inspired's out of position. Needs to run the other direction. He has Busio coming. And it's going to still get the flash out of Inspired. And there's a flash in from Owner. Busio going to go into the bailout, but a nice devour for now. And Carrie's going to get the kill onto Busio, but does Masu have it in him? There's the Heartbreaker. It's not going to be enough. FlyQuest will fall. Double kill for Owner. And it's 3-4 for freaking T1, man. These guys are so good. They get the pick onto Jensen early. That just allows Faker to stay in mid pretty much. And then they catch out Inspired, and they turn that catch out into 3 kills. How? How do T1 do it? Inspired, just there's no flashes. With no flashes on the rift for either mid laner, it's easy. And then Inspired just running. Good ulti to get away. Good flash. But then Busio has to tank here. And with the Berserk, a good devour actually before the Berserk. So Carry doesn't just lay into his teammate. Masu almost has the damage, but doesn't have quite enough to take out either member of T1. And then Owner's able to just reset and jump into the face of Inspired. And that's the strength of this team. There's a reason they're favorites to go to the finals to win MSI for what would be the 3rd time in their history. Was it 2016, 2017 they won? I'll check. There's not the first turret, but there's the turret falling in bot lane at the hands of Zeus. First turret went to Faker. Forgot. Ew. First turret went to Zeus in top lane? Really? Why'd I do that? I could've just went. Okay. T1 in a very advantageous position. 8,000 gold ahead already. What? What? Yeah, 2016, 2017. They haven't won since then. So, 2018 was RNG's first championship. 2019 was G2. 2020 was another year they could have possibly won it, but that was canceled due to the end of the world happening. 2021, 2022, RNG. 2023, JDG. And T1 are just bullying Masu under his own turret right now. Rift Herald's coming down. This is going into the tier 3 of FlyQuest, and this is a dire situation already. Oh, the root or the missile not even going to hit him. The ulti, the Orenhorn going to connect with Masu. And Whippo trying to come in over the top, trying to find something. Will land the stretching strikes, and there's the let's bounce, but Faker still able to just jump over the wall. Carrier finds a 3-man abyssal dive. The Dawning Shadow, it's 3, a great shockwave into 3 members of T1, but is it going to even be close to it? Busio goes in, but there's Carrier diving under the Nexus turrets. He's going to get healed up there, and it's going to be a double for Carrier. Owner is going to pick up the soul. Whippo will fall, and it's Fake. Or that was not Faker. That was Owner, actually. As now Owner Zach. There's the divide. Double kill for Owner. It's the ace for T1. And it is a dominant game 1 over FlyQuest. As they are on to the Nexus. They're only held back by a support and a Varus. And he's going to get bailed out. But it's not going to matter. Finally, the Nexus will fall. As Zeus goes on a rampage. And T1 make it look easy against FlyQuest as they crush them in game 1 to move 1 win away from the bracket stage of MSI. And holy cow, that was a domination if I've ever seen one, man. That was crazy. It's so hard to beat this team. It's actually kind of crazy that it's so hard to beat this team. FlyQuest, I thought they would at least have a chance to make a game close, and this just didn't happen. It started early, but then they just couldn't do anything. T1 maneuvered every play perfectly. T1 were in full control of the game. It never felt like FlyQuest were able to really assert any of their anything. They got the good start. They got the first blood onto Zeus, and Inspired really didn't do anything. Inspired just kind of stayed back and really let Owner just do whatever he wanted. Allowed Faker. Oh, 17 and a half minutes? No way. No way, that was 17 and a half minutes. That was 17 and a half minutes. What the? Are you kidding me? Jeez, I didn't think it was that much of a stomp. But yeah, I mean, 17 and a half minutes. That is just a sign. It's the fastest game of the tournament, which is impressive because Estral, maybe the weakest team at the tournament, competed against the same team yesterday and put up more of a fight. At least in game 1. Game 2 was a bit more of a traditional route, though it still took a little bit. I believe it was like 27 minutes? 26 minutes for T1 to pick up the win there. FlyQuest got to figure out what the heck they're doing, because you can't afford to just get steamrolled like that when you were at one point expected to be LCS champions and not even in this stage, and now you are potentially going to be in an elimination match after a terrible showing against, yes, a great team, a team with very high expectations of winning, with goals of winning MSI, but you're still supposed to be a solid team that can compete, that shows up, and you're just not doing that. For T1, it's simply, they didn't even need to really gank Zeus. They never ganked Zeus. Zeus just did it himself, pretty much. Owner spent most of his time getting Faker ahead, then spent time helping Guma and Carrier get ahead, and after that, they had full control of the game. They couldn't afford to really stop Faker. They took Jensen's flash away whenever they needed to and immediately killed him off. Carrier, a dog hunt, just would bounty hunt, Inspired out of their jungle. And that play was kind of a cacophony of what was this game like. Faker and Owner go in, kill off Jensen. Inspired's off in the jungle, not able to do anything because he's playing Graves. He just can't really match the pace that Owner can set. So FlyQuest are going to have to come back with a lot more than just a weird pick, because the weird pick yesterday was Urgot, which isn't really that weird when you look into how strong he is right now. Graves is good, but not when you draft double damage, a Zac that's not with you, which I think is the core issue here, is they drafted this around the 5v5, then never 5v5'd until the game was over. They were down 8,000 gold in 13 minutes, man. And so, FlyQuest went away from being sent to the elimination match / the last qualification match. T1 went away from Well, the main stage of MSI. So, will we see T1 finish the job and take FlyQuest out back, or will FlyQuest show us a little bit more that they actually can compete at this level and bring us to a game 3? I will see you then. Okay, it's time for game 2. T1 up 1-0, and I didn't notice how fast that game was. Like, I don't know how else to put it. I spent almost as much time doing the prelude and the draft as we spent in the game and the post game. Like, this was 29 minutes for just recording one game, which never happens, by the way. Like, it was what? That makes it something like 12 minutes of prelude, draft, and post game, 17 minutes of actual in game. That's crazy. FlyQuest, don't make me do more draft and post game coverage than your game in game 2, because that would be very depressing. FlyQuest is going to obviously move over to the blue side, though. They want to get a nice first pick for themselves. Could be the mid, could be the ADC. We've seen some potential support first picks, but we haven't seen any of them go through. We saw top hover the Nautilus. Speaking of top, they'll be on later today. So if you really want to watch it, stay after game 2, because T1 are going to curb stomp these guys. But we're not taken away from Carrier. It's really hard to ban out Carrier. You ban Renata, dude plays Ashe. You ban Ashe, dude plays Rumble. You ban Rumble, dude plays something normal for once. Like, dude barely plays anything normal half the time, and it's so weird. Okay, he has a higher normal support rate. Everyone does kind of, I think it's over-exaggerated how many off-meta supports or flex supports he plays. But how much of that is because he is the meta? Like, Ashe support became meta because of him. Speaking of that Nautilus first pick that top were hovering, this is actually the Nautilus first pick that we see is pretty good. I don't want Nautilus. Oh, this kind of works in the draft direction. No, I love that. Nautilus, very good pick. Buzio piloted him very well. Yes, we saw some good Nautilus play in the past 2 days. So, sorry, sneezed so hard I gave myself a sickness, apparently. Nautilus, very strong support. Obviously, good reason to first pick it. One of the strongest supports in the meta. But they're going to give Guma Kalista, and they give Faker Talia, so that's a problem, because those are two of the strongest mid, and that's like one of the strongest mids, and probably the strongest ADC. It's really complicated to determine the ADC's overall strength. I would say so. It's the most popular, at least, in terms of presence rate. But generally, I believe the winningest ADC right now is the Varus. If I had a guess. Yeah, the winningest ADC is Varus, but that's also because Varus has been like double the game. Speaking of Varus, Masu's back on it. Didn't really get to do much of anything in that game, sadly. Game was already over by the time Varus would have ever came online. And Jensen going to take the Azir for himself into the Talia matchup. Interesting. Like, back to the Kalista versus Varus point. You could say Varus has the more wins, but Kalista has the most bans of any champion entering this tournament. Almost 1,000 already through the regular season, with 961. Ashe has 879 as the support, which is crazy. Sejuani going to be the last pick here. T1 getting themselves a pretty solid option. They can actually put this in the top lane if they so choose. Or if Carrier wants to play support, it is actually not a bad support pick. Oh, wait, I beat a caster to the punch. I've played Sedge support. It's pretty good. It's extremely solid, actually. So, could be really interesting to see what they want to do with this, because they haven't locked in a support or a top laner yet. They can actually really hover. They can really move around. And we know that T1 are a team more than... This ain't your grandfather's T1 anymore, man. We're in the future of T1 now. It's been 2 years of this. They're willing to flex around. This ain't the T1 gets thrown off by a weird... What? Gets thrown off by G2's weird picks. Nah, this is... Sejuani can go in the support role if we so say. Damn it. So this will be interesting, actually. Is the Rumble going to be Banned away from Zeus and Carrier. Both of them play it. Did they play it? Oh, did they play it? Yes. I don't remember if they played it on day one, man. Okay. Rel going to be the last ban here, actually. And this is going to be Kalista Ashe. So this is going to be Sedge jungle unless they want to pivot to the top lane. I guess they could see what the top lane matchup is. Most of the top lane matchups are going to favor the not Sejuani. So we saw this at day one from PSG. Yes, I believe so. We saw this day one PSG Talon. And, ooh, this can work, actually. This is interesting. This is really interesting, depending on where they want to put this, because we don't know where they can put it. If they want to put this in the jungle, get a Cassante, get an Ornn on their side, that's pretty good. If they want to put it in top lane, get a Maokai. There's not a lot of junglers left. And that doesn't answer any goddamn questions. They're going to wait to see what the top lane is and put the better into the matchup, it seems. Yeah, they're going to see what the matchup is likely. And then determine what they're playing from there. Again, Wukong basically had his stacks cut in half for equal values as a buff because they found his fights weren't going or were taking way too long to get to the higher stackages. And into these into the Cassante, this is very much going to be Bwipo with the Gragas. Yeah, as you can see, instant trade with Busio there. Like, Cassante, Gragas is better. It's complicated. That answer your question? Does that answer your question? It's complicated. Hold on. I don't know how he plays against that, actually. But the draft is concluded. Cassante returns, baby. He is weak. It is a losing matchup. 44.4 in the regular season. See. Pinged me already. Yeah, okay, sorry. Someone pinged me. I saw the message, so I had to answer it really quickly. But FlyQuest, I like that draft. This is a lot better. I think it's a lot more sound. They actually get things that they need. They have team fight, but they don't need a tank to team fight. Gragas and Wukong can get pretty tanky. And they have a Nautilus. So as long as they have one of those three in a fight, they can fight. And they have really good catch out. I mean, Nautilus, Varus, Azir, Wukong, and Gragas all have catch out potential, so that's really good. The issue is you're piloting it into T1, and that is the biggest freaking threat. That is the biggest threat anyone could ever have, is being against T1, man. That is scary. But both sides have a really good draft here. I like both of their drafts actually quite a bit. Oh my god. I think FlyQuest have potential to win this here, but I also know that T1, they've played this comp dozens or hundreds of times. They've run into Jensen here. That's going to be a lot of damage already put into Jensen from just Faker alone. The threaded volley, very strong. Whippo. They're trying to bait Zeus here because they have Busio coming in, but Busio going to get spawned out. And that's actually going to be a nice grasp stack already over to Bwipo there, so he has some advantage. But this is a lane swap, so Bwipo doesn't really need to do anything. He is just here to bully Zeus. I don't think he's going to be able to bully Owner with Zeus rotating down. But Inspired and Busio being here means that this is a very powerful lane swap. But Faker's here as well, actually. And Inspired goes in. He's missing out. He will eventually get to the red buff, but T1 have very good deny potential. As here comes Carrier. As Carrier is coming up, and that's already a flash force out of Jensen. He's quarter health. This is a miserable existence, as Zeus is just going to try and waste as much time as possible because Faker's coming up. He knows he can actually stick around for a while. Because now here comes Owner, but that's going to be First Blood already given. A nice 3-man Pathmaker, though. If they can punish off of this, that's going to be first or Second Blood already going over. Faker force the flash out. There's Inspired following with the flash over the wall as well. Busio is here, but he's not going to be able to do anything. His Inspired's going to fall to Owner. Give him his red buff back. Busio is running, forced to flash away. Teleport in. Vicaria flashes, and it's going to be a kill for the Ashe. Jensen, not in a great position here, but there's no CC from T1. There's no seismic shove yet, but T1 win that fight. Wave, or not wave, red buff taken away there from Inspired. So they only get the golden XP value out of it, which is good. But now Inspired's kind of set behind in his tempo. As Bwipo's getting bullied, as, yeah, he's playing into double range. Look, Zeus ain't going to be having that much fun either into the Varus. Like, Bwipo's just not going to have any fun here. But that was a good early invade attempt from FlyQuest. Lane swap almost worked out, but they just didn't have anything left in the tank after a while. Zeus gave his life just for that opening, pretty much. One of those 2 kills was a sacrifice to open up the map, or not even to open up the map, just open up the opportunities that T1 had to play that. Oh, man, I should play Ashe support again. I haven't played Ashe support in a while. I haven't played Orange support in a while, man. I'm just... Area going to be able to finish off. That's so much damage. And the Sentinel damage now going in on a 0 item. Okay, look. On a 100-something health bonus or buffed Bwipo Gragas. That's going to be so nice to get that extra chunk, because that is some amount of true damage. I don't remember how much damage it is. Okay, teleport's burnt out of mid lane already. Bonus 14% of the target's max health. That's crazy. As there's the dive coming in now. And Busio's already 0 health, and he's forced to just die. Guma's going to get his first kill of this game. As they're looking for Bwipo here. As Keria has the heal. Keria with the barrier will still die, but it's going to be a double kill for Guma. And give your life for the cause, eh? I mean, yeah. Giving Bwipo his second kill of the game is a bit less valuable than giving Guma his second kill of the game. And not going to be able to go for platings here. Going to get rid of the cannon there, so they get some value out of it. And then this E flash kills off Keria. Or this E... No, it's just an E. Keria has no flash, so... Good play. Because if he doesn't get that chunk damage, Keria actually survives. And no kill goes over for Bwipo, because the flash was already burned from Keria to get the kill onto Busio earlier. It's still good for Bwipo. Still very good for Bwipo to get that. But you can see the XP. Masu has been allowed to farm alone pretty much in the top lane. So he's at level 6 already. And obviously the mid laner is going to be coming up on level 6. That's pretty normal. Inspired going to be able to solo this pretty easily as Owner's clearing out this ward. Going to get this, not the grub, going to get this crab. And then he's going to probably just pivot this onto the grubbies on spawn. He's said he has a really good grub stake. Busio not going to be able to do anything to stop Owner and co from doing this. Like, at all. I don't even think Varus rotating down is going to do anything here. So... do that we will. And there's the second grub already gone. It's been 14 seconds. Nice dodge there by Zeus. Oh. But both are going to be getting stacks there. But the passive of Bwipo, very valuable. I think they actually nerfed it. I don't remember when they nerfed it, but they did nerf it. But it's still very good. Still very solid. Was Faker spotted out? Owner spotted out. And they're just here. They're looking for Busio right now, and there's the Chain of Corruption coming in. And that's going to be Owner giving his life, but Guma's going to pick up his 3rd kill here. And now Inspired can't really do anything to come over the wall, and that's going to be another plating for T1 here. And that kill went over to Busio. That's brutal. Kill going over to Busio even makes that an even more valuable play for T1. Zeus able to trade here, and the ghost coming out. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Missing that Q3 costed Zeus that kill because now Bwipo wins. He's healed up quite a lot from his passive. And you're dead. As Jensen going to get juggled here, and he's going to take a turret shot as well on top of it. And he's half healthed. Faker plays that very well there, killing the minion at the right moment. Also throwing the seismic shove before the unraveled earth does actually make it a bit less predictable of a combo. Or a bit less dodgeable. Because you're not prepared for a seismic shove if it just comes out of nowhere. As much as you would be if you see the earth go down, because earth has a cast time still. Gonna hit the wave there. That is the thing. Faker has really good wave clear right now, and that means he's gonna be able to just rotate out. And T1 are looking for it again. They want Masu. They want Masu. They're done. Teleport that's to bot lane, by the way. As went for the ulti onto Masu, and they will get him in the end. As Carrier tanks up the turret, Busio gonna get hooked. There's a nice shuffle there, but Faker's gonna be able to just walk away. Owner forced to flash out. I think Owner's gonna be able to survive this. As there's the wall coming in from Faker. Jensen forced to flash, but he's flashing into the wall right now. And T1 are looking to keep this play going. As there's the re-engage. Jensen going to fall. Guma goes unstoppable. Double kill for Guma. And it is just too easy for the best ADC in the world. It's too easy. 6-0 already on this Kalista. The hyper carry is indeed hyper. This is Bwipo. But that's Jensen. Never mind. Arrow on spawn, baby. And Jensen not going to be happy about that. That's what we call a Hashinshin. Oh. T1 are so ready for the main stage. They are destroying right now. Almost 4,000 gold ahead. It's currently 3.5-ish. As Busio and Masu coming in as the first turret is just gone already. Guma and Carrier, do they have the ability to run flashes up? As Bates call. Nice play there by T1. Not even a summoner burned. They're just going to get the Fate's Call. Carrier does really well to dodge that, or to tank the hook. They tried to jump onto not Busio, and it failed. But they were fine with that. As Owner actually tanking turret here allows Faker to do this play, where he comes back in with the Weaver's Wall, so very well played. And then great heal there from Guma, obviously, to keep Owner alive on the last fringes of autos. And that allows Owner to go back in, and Guma picks up 2. And are they going to show the Jensen second kill? Because I feel bad for Jensen. Dude got bullied so hard. Like, it is painful. And now, Void Grubs, it's going to be all 6 over to T1. This is a brutal situation for FlyQuest. Already 4,000 gold down. Kind of better, I guess. They were down a lot more last time. They have some kills in response, at least. But it's onto a Gragas, who has Roa. So he's going to take a while to get online. Like, yeah. It's going to take a bit longer for FlyQuest to get anything going here. I mean, Guma already a full item ahead of Masu here. It is just domination still. Did he get shoved? Okay, he instantly hit the wall, which means that the shove won't push him anymore. You won't go over terrain, I believe, with the seismic. Dude, this Guma. Bad. 6-0-1. Owner's soloing a dragon right now, which is the least impressive part, honestly. Sejuani, you can solo pretty early. Guma's recall going to get canceled. Same with Carriers. And are they going to try and dive Faker here? Faker? Wait, what? What? I mean, Inspired gets the kill there. Shot down onto Faker. What just happened? Why did it skip the whole play? Oh. I don't know what the heck Lucio was doing there. Godlike for Guma. How did Busio get there? We were watching the town play that we couldn't see happen because it just skipped forwards magically. As, oh, the ulti misses. Masu gonna get heal out, though. Will be another plating. We're only 12 and a half minutes in, and T1 are making us feel like we're 50 minutes in, man. We'll be second plates over to T1 again. All right, Faker. Just died. What you got? Is they're looking for it again? As there's Inspired jumping onto Faker here. Nice stun. Faker gonna get chunked down a little bit, though. He's just gonna leave. He's gonna give. Faker's just waiting for assurance that no one is around. As Zeus is just gonna kill this. Oh, nice play. Nice play, actually, by Zeus to stall for as long as possible to, or at least to not get knocked away from the turret so he can get it faster. And that's an ulti out. That is an ultimate out of Blippo, and that's going to hurt a lot because Blippo has nothing really. And, okay. Zeus going to get the Q3. He's getting chased down here. Needs to be careful. He's waiting to all out. As he's going to all out away from the ulti. And he's going to be able to escape. It's up to Busio. He's out of range. Doesn't want to blast cone over. But the minions were in the way. 1, 5, and 2 on Busio. He's not worth that much gold, man. It's not worth that much gold. He could do it. He's fine. Go in. It's okay, man. Fine, you can go in. Anyways, Busio doesn't want to go for the kill because coward. T1 grab themselves a Rift Herald. Faker's completely cleared out this top wave. Has introduced Jensen to the mini campaign, forcing the flash out with the enchanted crystal arrow there. And hitting him with another rock. This tier 2 is hurting already as it's taken to half health. And it's going to be taken to a quarter. And it's gone. That was one wave. Well, 2, I guess technically a stack wave. You know what I mean. 1 push. And T1 aren't looking like they're going to finish this in the same speed. Last game, 17:30. Maybe 17:29 if you want to count the time it showed last, which was 17:29. But it was because they take away the thing. Is Masu going to get locked down for real this time? But is there enough damage? There's the Chain of Corruption, but just going to be able to tank the turret is Owner. And it's going to force the flash out of Masu as well with the engage from Faker and Zeus. As Inspired it's now spotted, so it's either go in or get out. And Bwippo can't do anything. There's the shove prepared in advance for Bwippo's engage. T1 get a turret for free, pretty much. They don't lose anything on that play. They have every summoner on the map. They have 4 flashes and a ghost. There's not a single bit of pressure that FlyQuest can put on T1 right now. This is Zeus? No, that's Faker. Okay. They're just going to TP down. They're going to start setting up push onto this bot side, looking to get pressure on this Drake. Baron in 3 minutes, so we got a while to go. Got a ways to go before we even get anywhere on this Baron. That's an arrow just straight up. Oh. So close, but Jensen spotted it at the last possible second. You can see the River Brush did reveal the arrow, so we had a bit of time to push to waddle forwards, actually. To safety as opposed to not safety. So good for Jensen there. Just a narrow miss. It would have been cool. This is just another free Infernal Drake. Or another Friedrich, first Infernal. And so T1 in a really good position still, or again, not even still. And we're coming up on the end game of last game now. This is actually, but by this point, T1 were in the enemy base. And we're finishing this off. And now they're actually ignoring the Nexus and they're going for some kills. They pick up Masu here and then turn and finish. And okay, we've surpassed game 1. Congratulations, FlyQuest. You have surpassed the bare minimum. And Owner just going to run at Bwipo here. What the heck? When are they going to Herald is the question. And it's now. They're going to Herald now, and they're going to bring in Guma. Good positioning by Owner there to allow Guma Yushi to come in to the bot lane. And fired on a flank, kind of. But he's going to get spotted out, and he's going to get thrown into everyone, and Guma's going to go legendary. Enchanted Crystal Arrow into Glacial Prison, into Seismic Shove. He's not living. And there's the Weaver's Wall going to cut off all of FlyQuest from Bwipo, and Bwipo forced to flash out to safety because Owner was pushing forwards with Zeus there, and that's going to be the bot tier 2 going down for T1 as well. That's one tier 2 left in the game. Going to be this mid tier 2. T1 are pretty simple. Spire dodges the arrow, sees it coming, but because of that, he walks face first into a Glacial Prison. I mean, this is child's play for T1 right now, playing against FlyQuest. 8,000 gold ahead at 19. They're pretty confident. 8-0-1 for Guma. He's at 2. He's almost at 3 items in 20 minutes. Look at the diff here. 1.5 items on Masu. 2.5 items, basically 3. He's actually waiting for the gold to combine and a reset timer to get his LDR. So basically 3 items on Guma. He is doubling up Masu right now. He is crushing Masu into a pulp. Actually, Masu backing for a second item here, it seems. So never mind. It's going to be 2 to 3 soon. 1.5 items on the Azir. It's 2 items for Faker right now. It is just an advantage everywhere you look. As Busio going to get stunned up there by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. As Depth Charge coming in, Faker is going to die here, it seems. Unless Inspire just doesn't have any damage, but he does. And will T1 be able to answer back on the other side with anything? Guma is such a threat. He just half health's Inspired. Bwipo trying to go forwards, but he's going to get stunned up. The Channel Corruption going to land onto Zeus. This is the opportunity for FlyQuest to turn the fight, but they don't have anything. They're trying to get Zeus down. And Jensen's going to shuffle, but Zeus is reading, and he blast cones the other direction. And now Bwipo trying to chase down again. Is not going to land anything, and that's actually going to be a stun landed onto Bwipo. Now the all-out for Zeus is available, and now Bwipo wrong and iced, or on the wrong side of the rock and isolated. Now the teleport from Zeus to catch out Inspired and Jensen. The chase continues, and Inspired's going to die here for sure, but he's going to be able to get Zeus at least beforehand, but it's going to be Owner picking up the kill onto the Monkey King. And so, FlyQuest start with a good catch-up of T1 answer back. Masu is going to be able to block the Enchanted Crystal Arrow there, actually. The Smite just not in time. And so, it will be T1 just giving, or taking this tier 2 in mid, and now they're up to the base. T1 has pushed FlyQuest up to the base. They should be the beginning of the end for FlyQuest in this game. As Baron on the map now, the best Baron is on the map too. The all-seeing Baron is on the map, which means best Baron. Is Busio going to cancel Owner's recall here? That's really it. Nothing much. T1 still firmly in the driver's seat of this game. 9,000 gold ahead. They are waiting They are waiting for FlyQuest to make a misstep so they can just execute them. And put them into the lower bracket. This carrier continues to clear out these wards. 107 vision. Oh my. 110. 112 vision score for carrier right now in 22 minutes. Cooking with gas. For comparison, Busio has a pretty good amount, and he's at 72. Inspired, going to just dodge away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Didn't even need to use the clone there, actually. But Drake, number 4 on the Rift, and T1 are going to get this for free. FlyQuest not going to be able to go for the Baron in the meantime. In the meanwhile, Whippo tried to get a play onto Faker. Doesn't get the barrel to go the right way. So FlyQuest going to start moving some vision control into the Baron pit, though. Or into the top river. Not even into the Baron pit. They haven't even gotten close to it. And so, just trying. Inspired. Unspotted right now. At least, as far as I know. T1 hasn't thrown any pings onto Inspired there, so I think he's unspotted. Yeah, he is. They don't know. Because they haven't thrown a single ping onto him. I don't think they actually do know, but Busio going to not land the hook out to safety after getting hit by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, forced to flash away. He will escape with the Blast Cone, but that is a big flash down for T1, and this is the Baron time. Inspired's here. Ash Arrow's not ready yet. Still charging. And Teleport coming in now from Jensen. Inspired needs to be the hero. He's going to get the airborne out to carry, but there's the Fates call. Baron at 6,000. They're just going to kill Inspired. Guma goes legendary. Is Jensen just going to be able to dodge away from the stun zone, but he's going to get chased away. The cask not going to find anybody. And the wall will separate T1 from their enemies as Faker teleporting onto Busio. And this play, not the best, but he's going to be able to go golden, so that might be what he was going for. He has the flash as well, and he will use it to get away. He'll get healed up. Busio getting chunked right now. Guma is just legendary. A nice arrow by Masu, but it's just going to keep Gary alive. He's on 1 health, man. He's on 1 health, able to survive. Jensen chasing down, flash for flash on Guma, and Guma's just that guy. As Bwippo trying to get carry right now, but will have to just settle for a control ward. As Zeus is sieging this tier 3 right now, and that's already half of it gone. If he wants to hang around and just let the minions do the work, he's TPing out. Inspired doesn't have ult. And the tier 3 will fall, and Zeus will go to bot lane to answer Jensen's push. That's pretty picture perfect. Yep, there's the turret. 11-0 for Guma right now. He is just unbeatable. Oh, that's the Azir turret falling. Zeus positioning hyper aggressively just to allow Owner to finish off this red buff. He doesn't really care. He's so tanky at this point. He has the Hollowed Radiance. He has the Iceborne Gauntlet. There's nothing FlyQuest could really do to damage him most of the time. Inspired flashing away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow there, so it's gone. Speaking, yeah, Kobe, when are the T1 skins dropping, man? This is later than most of the time they drop. As T1 just looking to push this down. They don't want to worry about the World Championship skins right now. Bwippo again trapped, going to be able to at least body slam over the wall this time, as the tier 3 will fall in the bot lane as well. Another inhibitor exposed. T1 disengaging as there's the jump onto Faker. They will be able to kill off Faker for now, but Guma's gonna get his 12th kill of the game. Jensen getting a consolation prize pretty much. There's a heal to keep Masu alive, or there's the Mikhail to keep Masu alive, but Buzio's already gone. It's gonna be a double kill for Guma Yushi now. And now trying to go in. They're gonna try to bring Guma down, but it's gonna be Carrier picking up Masu. Bwippo's in there. So is Owner. Owner gonna fall into Inspired. Zeus has killed off Bwippo. And it's going to be 3v1 for T1 here as they are onto the Nexus turrets. They are ready to put this in the bag. They're ready to put this one in the books. They're done. Inspired going to pick up a second one, actually, and I think this one's not going to be finished yet. As delete, and a nice sidestep there from Guma. Gonna jump in on Busio. They're gonna kill him off. Carry is gonna pick that one up. Has enough damage here. Jensen, he's fearless. He is staring down Jensen. Jensen gonna drift through him, though. Faker, 1v1, goes golden. It's going to be down to the last drop of blood, and it's going to be Faker spilling the last drop there, as Guma's gonna end this game, and T1's first time in the play-ins will result in a clean 4-0 run to the main stage. And there you see it, the GOAT, Faker. League of Legends is the mountain, and Faker is 100% on top of it. FlyQuest will need 2 more wins to move on to the play-in stage. Or to move out of the play-in stage. They will await the winner of Estral versus PSG tomorrow to see who they will face for the last spot from Group A. And T1 take their final bow at the play-in stage as they await the draw of the bracket to see who they will be facing to open the MSI main stage. And that was just dominant. That was slower than the first game, but still just as dominant. FlyQuest never stood a chance against these guys. And that is T1 against the world in a nutshell. They went through the entirety of the LPL last year to win the World Championship. They are not afraid of some guys from North America. And that is just absolutely... Well, that is a smackdown of unbelievable proportions there. And that was not just a beatdown. That was a threat to the rest of the tournament, to the rest of the competitors. We're here. This isn't the LCK form. This is the World Championships form. This is the 2022 MSI form where they ran to the finals to lose to RNG. This ain't the JDG. Actually, did they face JDG? I should have known that. I should know this. I should know this. You know that. I know that. I should know this. Wait, hold on. No. The year before. It was the year before. They got smacked by China last year in MSI, at MSI. And the hunt for the 3rd MSI championship continues to tie RNG with the most trophies at the mid-season invitational. But for FlyQuest, it's another best of 3 in 2 days to see if they make it to the play-ins or not. It could be a rematch with PSG, or it could be a completely new matchup with Estral Esports. We'll see which way this one goes. So this one's going to be a bit tough for FlyQuest. They didn't even stand a chance, it seems. They got smacked so hard. I feel bad for them almost. But no time to rest on that match as we are coming up on the 2nd qualification match of 4 within the next few days, as we have Top Esports taking on Fnatic in the rematch that we've been waiting 4 years for. For Jackie Love, it's been... for Jackie Love, he hasn't faced Fnatic in 5, I believe. So, this will be a multi-layered rematch. I will see you then for Top Esports versus Fnatic. That first best of 3 only took an hour. We'll see if Top Esports and Fnatic can beat that. Hello, welcome back to the kimchicast for the Midseason Invitational 2024 play-in stage, where we got our last match of the day, the qualification match between Top Esports and Fnatic. Not an elimination match like it will be in 2 days between one of these teams and the other pair of teams, and one of Loud or GAM Esports, as this is the upper bracket. So the winner of this best of 3 punches their ticket to, or joins T1 in the bracket stage of MSI. The loser will have one last shot in 2 days' time. And top on the blue side here, I believe it's decided by coin toss, to be honest. Don't actually know how it's decided in these international events where there's no seeding at the moment. As top can kind of go with whatever. And this is a grudge match. Fnatic up 2-0 at 2020 Worlds, and they falter to get 3-2 after a legendary speech from Shox. And this is just going to be double ADCs. This is going to be our first Aphelios of the tournament, as well as Razork going to take the Xin Zhao. Now, Noah has kind of a little bit become known as an Aphelios merchant. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. This will be Lucian Nami, of course. It's Lucian Nami. Like, how do I put it? Should be Lucian Nami unless they want to go for the Milio. Really, didn't play any. I do remember his Ezreal. I do remember that one. Ezreal was awesome. And it's going to be the Cassante 4369 already locked in. Just out the door, making it clear. Okay. Heck. God, I hate the LC format. And it's going to be the Lulu. Okay, so Aphelios Lulu. We haven't seen either of these champions yet. Really? Noah? Okay. Played a lot of Zeri. Oddly enough. Okay. Take it. Jack going to be taken away from Tian. Talia taken away from Humanoid. I mean, there's so many storylines. I'm still not over this. There's so many storylines. Yeah, Tian was here for, I believe, yeah, Tian, the only member of Top Esports, I believe, that was here for Worlds 2022 now. I believe so, actually. Lisa taken away from Tian again, of course. Duh. The guy won a world championship on it for is a reason. No, 369 was here. Jackie Love was here as well. Jackie Love eliminated Fnatic in back-to-back, or well, in 2 seasons. As that's gonna be Sion for Oscar. I like it. Damn, Yu Yanzhou is on that team. God, I like Yu Yanzhou though. Jackie Love, of course, a part of the Top Esports roster that eliminated Fnatic the last time they faced off, but also a part of the World's Finals between Invictus Gaming and Fnatic, where it was a clean 3-0. And this is going to be cream on the Ahri. We haven't seen anyone else besides Cody on the Ahri so far, so it'll be a nice change of pace. And Tian looking for a jungler here. Udong. And it's going to be the Viego instead. Wukong was hovered, but not going to happen. And it's going to be Humanoid taking the LeBlanc here. Okay, we haven't seen LeBlanc in a little bit. It's been a bit since LeBlanc has been in rotation. But full AP LeBlanc is back on the menu. Surely. It's not anything stupid or dumb. Right? Surely it's not something dumb. I mean, these are pretty straightforward team comps. I think Fnatic have a bit more of the more unorthodox comp, but that's mostly because of the Sion. But you go back like a few years, yeah, Sion's pretty standard. But I do think Top have the more orthodox, more what I would consider a standard comp in the current meta. But it doesn't really matter because it comes down to the execution, and it's really going to come down to which of these mid laners are going to roam, which of these ADCs are going to get fed, because both of them really need to get going, and whether or not Sion's going to become a problem is a different question entirely. I really do want to see what Tian does to try and just shut down this Sion, just get your Cassante in a winning position. or where he's going to go first, because really it depends on where he goes and if there's going to be a lane swap. Because if there's going to be a lane swap, I think Sion wins this. I'm pretty sure Sion wins a lane swap scenario. Because it's really easy to get a lot of value out of him, even if you give his life. It's a lot of value you can give compared to most champions. It's like Sion was custom made for the lane swap, pretty much. He was designed to do this. Except that Riot didn't prepare for this 10 to 12 years ago when they reworked Sion. And top esports fans, they're already starting the chants, man. Already starting them. They are excited to see their team compete, and they are just doing it. They're already starting. And no lane swap shown yet, but you could see Oscar pathing down, so this is going to be a swap. Damn, the old one. The 2018 Fnatic Evo is crazy. Against Jackie Love. Yep, they're just going to move on. They go over the invade here. Cassante spotted no one, so 369 suspicious of this play. But do they know Cream just standing out in the open, and Mako is here. Jackie gonna throw out an early trade, get an early proc. Fnatic are gonna be able to, or Top are gonna be able to answer this play pretty easily, and that's gonna be the Raptors started up. 369 going to get a nice shove, but it's gonna be Razork getting all of them. All of the Raptors go over to the other side, but Oscar's so low right now. And now Fnatic in way too deep. They're forced to pop the heal. 369 going to get jumped on there by Humanoid. But is it going to be enough to really justify doing anything? Tiana's just doing the red buff right now with Jackie Love. And Fnatic burns so much more there than Top. Cream in a disadvantaged position now because Humanoid got that level 2. But now Jackie is just able to play hyper aggressive. Tian's going to go for an invade here. They spotted him out. The blue buff has to be surrendered because Tian is here. Jun coming over though. Tian's just wasting time here. And that is huge because now Lucian Nami in such a strong position. No one can't do anything. He's forced to recall. And now they're just going to stack this wave. They're just going to make him miss. They're just going to crash this and punish. Humanoid is just punishing Cream right now. Has the full level advantage. It's just such a massive level advantage because I think Humanoid actually got one of the Raptors. Got a couple of the Raptors during his deceives. I mean, just jumping in back and forth. Nice dodge there by Cream, but Humanoid's still going to be winning these trades. I've got the electrocute proc. So they don't get the... Okay, so they're just going for... Can't really deny any of it. And here comes Razork. So not spotted yet. And what is Razork going to go for here? He's just going to audacious charge forwards. But is he going to be able to get anything out of it? He's forced to flash out. He will be able to survive. Just narrowly, though. Oh, Jackie Love did not want to get hit by that one, obviously. And that's going to be flash out of Mako, though. Razork, is Mako going to... Mako is looking for... He saw him throw the E on himself, give himself a speed boost. Give himself a little bit of a damage buff in case he gets it. Hit the ebb and flow and hope for the best. Doesn't end up happening. Tian, using that vision, going to just steal away the red quadrant from Razork here. Pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy for him, but in response, Razork going to come back and try and steal away some of the red quadrant of Tian. So, not bad. Has Jun here, actually, to keep him up, too, if they so choose. But they spot out Razork. They haven't spotted out Tian yet. Oscar and 369 just fighting. That's how this usually goes, honestly. It's top lane. They're just going to punch each other repeatedly. Is 369 going to tank the Q there? Cost 20 mana. I don't think it costs 20 mana anymore, but that's what the copy pasta always says. As the charm going to land, but Cream Going to force out to the deceive there, actually. So, Cream going to at least be able to avoid getting rooted up and comboed. Do they know that Razork's here? No. They do not know where Razork has gone. They will know he's been here because his Raptor, or Tian's Raptors are about to be spotted. So they'll know. 3, 6, and 9. Going to just let this wave come into him. Oscar in just a waiting position, but he has Q, so he can always do something humanoid. Going to get a ton of damage thrown onto him. Good orbit deception there to put it right into his return spot. But level advantage still there for humanoid. And now jumping in. The clone is here. They don't know which one's the clone, but they finally spotted it. Finally spotted it. Did I go with someone else? Okay. Grim taking the recall here, so this is going to be a bit of missed from him. As there's 3, 6, 9 going to block the ulti there. The unstoppable onslaught is canceled. Nice airborne, but I think Oscar's going to die here. Flash out to safety. 3, 6, 9 has no follow. He can't chase this. Humanoid's here. First blood of Fnatic in a mess of a play. And Tian is backing out. He's trying to go for it, but now going forwards. Jackie Love looking to get the kill onto Noah. Noah going to flash away, and he'll be fine. No health on these ADCs right now. No summoners for Noah. And he has no healing. And now the dive. Polymorph connects in a nice route. And it's going to be 2 for 1, but they both go to Jun. Double kill for Lulu. Oh. And Fnatic are beating up TES right now. I mean, it is onto Jun, but the gold is nice for now. Yeah, I mean, Fnatic obviously still win that. That is a lot of money in their pocket. And this starts with a great Dusk Wave. What a Dusk Wave there. Oh my god. That is 300 gold still as well. Like, that is pretty even gold kills. But he still has equal gold with Jackie there, excluding First Strike, which he did proc on the play, but it's pretty even. Jun has a 600, yeah, has a 300 gold advantage because of that as well, so this is odd. Yeah, I'm spotted out here, and he's going a little aggressive, but Razor can't really do anything, so I'm gonna continue to just bully Cream on this LeBlanc right now. And Tian just going to blind throw the Spectral Maw into a bush. Just knows that Razork is around here somewhere, as there's Jackie Love getting more damage onto Noah right now. They just want to keep punching Noah. Keep hitting him as hard as they can. TES. I always say TES when I mean to say 369 because there's the same amount of syllables. 369 going to be able to dodge away from the decimating smash there. Jackie gonna get another plating onto him and Mako as well, as 369 is looking for the all-out, and he's gonna get it. The unstoppable onslaught not gonna be stopped this time, though. There's no blocking it. Nice dodge on the Moonlight Vigil. Moonlight Sigil. Vigil? Sigil? Moonlight Vigil. Tian is in a terrible position. Tian has to run for his life right now. Flash already forced, and there's the response flash, and there's Tian going down. He's gonna ulti, but it's not gonna be enough. Jackie Love is gonna be able to trade his life, but it's gonna be 2 for 1 for Fnatic. And mid-jungle are crazy right now for the orange squad. LeBlanc, we are so back indeed, Kobe. LeBlanc, we are so back. We are... It's so over. We are so back. Oh, no, they are so back right now. And... Oh, that ulti's wasted there. Good dodge. But look where Tian is. He's so deep when he really should not be because Humanoid's rotating down and Cream can't rotate. Cream can't really follow Humanoid. He had to push out this wave here to deny he wanted to push out the wave to deny Humanoid as much XP as possible. So there was going to be no follow there. And just the punish. And I did say it was going to come down to these mid laners, and that's going to be a charm onto Cream, and that's going to be a kill for Jackie Love. A shutdown on the freaking Lulu because Lulu was 3-0-1. No, that was just hilarious. That was the worst case scenario for Fnatic, not because Lulu had all that value, but because a Lulu had all the gold on her. So Lulu had all that value. Flash Force out of Oscar right there. Oh, Cream missing the stun. Humanoid going to get hit with the ebb and the... Well, just the ebb, I guess. The flow is the return trip, which is to you. Unless you hit yourself first, which it's the flow. Whatever. You get it. But the squishiest target on the Rift had a 600 gold kill value. That was the real issue, is that the Lulu had the most value with the least health. Not what you want. Foot grip started. Should be a split, actually. If Tiana can steal one. And it's really hard for them to steal one. Here comes the teleport from both members. Not here for the moment. Oscar going to jump in onto Tien. And they're not going to be able to get him down. They're going to burn down Razork already. 369 in the back line, distracting everybody. Oscar's going to fall. It's going to be 2 for 1, though. Great response from Humanoid. Tien needs to run away. He's just waiting for the smite here. And he's going to get it. It's going to be the Void Mites for top esports in a 2 for 1 fight. They get a 2 for 1 in their favor. They swing the gold to 1,000 ahead now. And they get the Void Mites on a narrow fight. Very close, very well played by top. Because this teleport, all of Fnatic need to answer to this Cassante. And they almost get Tian down in the meantime. But there's just not enough. They didn't get him in time. And because of that, Tian was able to get so much value in that healing and the resets. They kill off 369 in response, though. But that's really it. And now Jackie is pretty fed. 5-2-0. As Jackie just going to go forwards and chunk Noah down to about 1,000 health. 2,000 damage. And you can see the damage is really there for Fnatic. They just could not kill anyone. Also, all their damage, it doesn't help that all the damage was going into 369, who has 1 billion health. So it makes sense that their damage numbers are really high. Oh my goodness, Judd's health bar is getting erased right now. 60 CS ahead. Oh my god. Lucian is like the perfect ADC for the LPL. Razork is almost half health. Cream is over half health, man. From Humanoid. Tian solos the Drake while all of this is going down. 2,000 is 1,500 is the gold lead at the moment. Get it right. This is going very well for top. Nice block on the engage from Humanoid, but is Cream going to be able to run away? He needs to dance. Oh, Razork going to be able to get the jump there. Just too much damage coming in from way too far away. And so Cream will die for the first time, really. As there's a lot of damage coming out from the calling there. Noah is just forced to disengage. Oscar is getting run at by 369 right now. Wow. 369 is running at him. Is 369 going to ignore the turret and just leave? Extra damage from the minions. Not bad. 10 turret bladings to 1. That is insane. And he has the RFC finish. He's 5-2. He's so damn strong right now. This Lucian is a threat to your team by a lot. And this is going to be Rift Herald started by Tian. He could solo this. He doesn't even need to bring Jackie over here to do anything. He could just do it himself. And that is the value of drafting this Viego, is he's very independent if he needs to be. And 369 just can't contest this, really. Whoa. As here comes a teleport from Cream. But here's the teleport from Oscar now. And 369 going to get hit by the chain there, and that is going to be a death. Again, another kill for Humanoid. And a nice charm onto Humanoid. Topper just working on it. And there's the flash for Flash, a great flash to reproc the chain. And Humanoid is unstoppable, 5-0-2 on this LeBlanc right now, and he is a big issue for top to deal with. Razork can jump on to Tien, but won't be able to. That looked like a connect, but whatever. Okay, Oscar. Got it. Oscar gonna clear out that wave. Cool. Sante 0-3. 369 is not having fun. Just doesn't get to really do anything. Correct. Jackula A, Jun. Jackula versus Humanoid versus Jun. And Jun, I guess. Razork gonna get chunked down here. Should be able to get the smite down, but Tien is here to smite it instead. Never mind. Jackie is going to be an issue, but so is Humanoid. Look at the... Oh my god. 2 items already. And the Dark Seal. Maybe a Medjai's if it's a Medjai's. Cream just gonna finish off this turret. It's value. That's a lot of value for Cream, though, even if he has to burn his ulti to do it. This Humanoid's coming around on the flank right now. Fnatic have a huge advantage. Well, no, they don't. Almost 1,000 health shredded off of Humanoid's health bar. Tien is going to throw down you and leave. It is called Blade of the Ruin King, which I think is very annoying for me. He is the gold lead by a lot. Oh, Humanoid trying to go for the jump, but a great tidal wave, and Humanoid's going to be able to jump away thanks to the wild growth, but now Tien tries to engage, and he absolutely misses it, and Razork going to be huge with the Crescent Guard there. And that is insane for Fnatic to get that. They're going to only charm Oscar, and Oscar's going to be able to flash away. Nice shield there from Jun to try and block as much as he can. And that all starts with a great engage from Mako, or a great counter engage from Mako, but a phenomenal ulti from Jun. And Fnatic are able to survive. Cream coming in on a side here. Cream has... Okay, he does have ulti up. I didn't know if he had ulti or not. I'm just throwing in these Qs. Fnatic should have this pretty clean. They have nothing to stop them. Tien has no Heartbreaker, has no Flash. He is dead. That engage went abysmally, and it's going to cause them to lose the Drake Rush potential, though it's 19 minutes. The second Drake just died. There was no Drake Rush potential at all for either side. The next Drake Soul is 34 minutes. And this is a great counter onto Humanoid. They needed to hit this, but a great wild growth, and that just stalls for long enough that he's able to run. And Tien missing that engage is so crucial. Noah just sidestepping that in time. Oof. Brutal. Razork gonna jump out of 369 here. And he's just gonna have to ghost. He has to ghost. He has to answer that. No choice. So 369 ghostless now. Only has the teleport, which is not a super useful spell in combat. That is depressing. 60 CS still. This is still. Oh. Oh, shoot. That is a good question to ask. Is top going to be able to stop Humanoid? They gotten pretty close, but then they didn't have enough. Holy cow, Tiana is getting chunked. Hyper carries. Top is favored at the moment. I don't know how long that's going to stay that way, though. I think that's pretty close. Like, you can see the kill score is completely... It's insane that the kill score is offset by one shutdown and pretty much standing gold and farm. 20 CS ahead in top lane. Still 60 CS ahead. Consistently around 60 CS in the bot lane. And the shutdown that came through from freaking Lulu. I'm still not over that. Lulu had a shutdown, man. And 5 turrets. They have 5 turrets. Is 369 just engaged on by 3 members? And this is a really bad position to be in if you're 369. But here comes the rest of top esports as the all-out goes through. And there's a 3-man tidal wave coming in. And the Scion ulti doesn't matter. Mako has to flash over the wall away from Oscar. And Razork as Humanoid's going to flash follow. And now Humanoid is dominating. Cream teleports in way too deep and has to answer. The charm is nice. But Razork going to be able to lock him down. But Humanoid's on the wrong side of the rift. And Humanoid, the deceive back. And that's a massive shutdown to Jackie Love. And that is not what you'll want if you're Fnatic. If you're a Fnatic fan, player, anything. Doesn't matter. As Tien going forwards, is it going to be super good for him? Razork has no Crescent Guard, but top esports are going to call the fight there. They are fine with what they got. And they'll give over what they need to. They'll not get the Raptors. They kind of wanted it, but they will take the kills onto Humanoid and Oscar, definitely. Absolutely huge. And this starts by 369 just being way over. Just being huge. He knows he can tank most of this. Like, he knows how much he can tank that it doesn't matter. Great tidal wave here. Mako, huge engage. And this Scion ulti, he's tanking the culling the whole time, and the Ignite's going to finish him off. And then Mako flashes, and Oscar and Humanoid has to flash here. So Tien's actually just free to stand next to him and prevent Humanoid from ever re-deceiving. And then Jackie flash follows, forces Humanoid out, and then Humanoid he's stuck. Jackie was hanging around the return point. Tien was chasing him down. Either way, he was going to die. Ooh, Cream. Nice moves. Humanoid going to be able to survive, and Cream will take this clone to the death. And still, it is a massive lead for Humanoid. Oscar actually got that. That's hilarious. That's crazy. 3.5. Basically, almost 4 items on Jackie. He has the components for it again. He's just waiting for the combine. 66 CS ahead. He is 4,000 and close to 5. He's a couple CS from 5,000 or 5,000 gold ahead, not 5,000 CS ahead. That would be insane. As Razork going to get stunned up here. If he gets juggled, he's dead. But he's going to be able to survive. But he gets the Crescent Guard off, but he's in 369. And they're going to jump on to Mako with Oscar in. And he's just going to give his life for the cause. He's going to go into zombie form. He is going to die. And this is the Baron angle that TES wanted. That's not good. And it is Baron time. 5,000 gold ahead for top esports. Again, Jackie Love is the gold diff right now. And it's crazy. It will be second Drake for Fnatic right now. But that's not really as valuable as a pretty strong Baron buff. It's not even close to the soul. We might not even see a soul this game. We are seeing, again, showing 34-minute minimum. The minimum is like 34-38. 34-36 right now. We are not seeing a Drake soul this game. Unless we go Giga late game and TES never take another Drake, and Fnatic can always take the Drake. And that's not happening. Great all out. Just wasting as much of the time, just denying as much time of Crescent Guard as possible is just super, super valuable for top. And just so much value right now. And now 6,000, almost 7,000 gold ahead. It is time for Top Esports to siege. They have good siege. They just need the waves to do it. And now jumping in, almost killing off Humanoid entirely right there. And now top tier or bot tier 2 down. It is only the base. It's only turrets in the base for Fnatic now in top. It's only 25 minutes, but it feels so far away from Fnatic here. Jackie is able to back whenever and get his 4th item here. What? Talking trash on Mark. It's crazy. And Jackie Love going to be able to dodge away from the drift. But is it going to be enough to survive? They're keeping Jackie up with the redemption. But there's the wild growth onto Razork. But it's not going to be enough to keep him alive forever. Oscar is here. But there's 369 coming in from their own base. And Jackie Love is unstoppable now. They're going to jump on a Humanoid. Humanoid makes a massive misstep. And that's going to be Jackie Love picking up a double kill here. Tian going to be able to jump out to safety, but he's gonna get followed by a turret shot and do a die, as that's Noah picking up that one. But top 2 inhibitors down now. They might get the 3rd inhib too. Actually, yeah. As there's the juggle onto Oscar. Oscar's not really taking much damage right now, eh? So only 2 inhibs. Okay, only 2 inhibitors down for Fnatic. The entire Baron buff for 5,300 golds. A 5,300 gold swing in top's favor is huge. That was a 2-minute. God damn, that was 2 minutes. An insane 2 minutes. I believe. Okay, so what the heck happened? Kroon dies. Yeah. And then trying to go in, they get, I don't know how the hell that hit Jackie Love, but they get a nice engage onto Jackie, but he's just getting healed so much. And because of that, Razork actually, it gives plenty of time for Jackie to peel back and survive. And just, oh my goodness. It is just so painful. And then Humanoid just missteps here. But we're going in with a team fight. Oscar Rinnan is tanking so much with the calling. And so is Razork. But Jackie Love is godlike. They will finally, no! They don't. It's a triple for the Cassante. It's Humanoid against the world. Jackie so close to dying, but they have to disengage. Tian will not pick it up just yet, but there it is. The play to the Ruin King is all that they need. It's the ace for top Esports, and they will win a bloody game 1, a tight game 1. And now it is 1 win for top Esports. They're waiting up. They want some kills. Nope, they're just going to take the Nexus. And top 1 win away from joining T1 in the main stage. And there's the man of the hour, Jackie Love. Just cold as ice, cool as ever, and as great as ever. 12-2 on the Lucian, man. He carries this game, and he's gonna carry Fnatic to an early grave, it seems. Oh, man. That's actually kind of insane. That's actually kind of crazy that it happened. that happened. Hold on. Okay. That's they give you damn. All right. 2 or not 2, sorry. 1-0 top esports after it was a close game in terms of kills, but top were just playing so well around the map. Why are there core? That was complete nonsense. Sorry, looking at the stage design, complete nonsense. Top esports just crushed them with their superior team fights and coordination. Jackie Love, unreal. Just Jackie Love. 9, 2, and 8. I thought he picked up 2 more at the end. 9, 2, and 8 on the Lucian. In 1400 damage per minute. The guy was throwing absolute bombs at Fnatic there, and Humanoid just couldn't keep up, sadly, for Fnatic and the European faithfuls. This guy, he crushed Fnatic's dreams twice before. He's looking to do it again. And there were good plays, definitely. They had plenty of angles to go for, but it just eventually was Noah was doing nothing. I don't think Noah missing out on those early kills cost him anything. Or not that it didn't cost him anything. Obviously, it cost him 600 freaking gold. But it didn't cost him his game. He could still play, and he still got 300. He was still even. He just could not farm. Anywhere he wanted to go, he was getting answered by Jackie Love, and he can't answer Jackie Love at this phase of the game. At most phases of the game, he can't answer Jackie just because of how far behind he is. And that is just a bit of a sign of how this game was going. He didn't get a kill. Noah ended the game killless. He had only assists. And that is just miserable. But Top just coordinated those team fights. They're showing the team fight that gave them the Baron. They just could not be outmaneuvered. Every play, they knew how to play it perfectly. They knew the angle they wanted to engage on, and it all came from Razork, or not Razork, from 369 and Tian. When Tian isn't missing his engages, he's nailing them, and he has 369 to back him up. He has Cream there to follow up. He has Jackie Love to pile in damage, and they were ready for every angle that they could have possibly wanted, and that is what cost them in the end. Fnatic got a lot of good kills, but Top won the 5v5s that win you games. You don't win games off of 1v1s and 2v1s. You win games off of 5v5s, and Top played that to a T. And there's not much else to everything. Okay, this is Cream getting smacked. Humanoid was an absolute menace. This is a wasted performance from Fnatic, man. Humanoid put up maybe his best performance in years. Put up such a strong performance against Cream. Just put him in the dirt. And Fnatic absolutely stifled it. And it's crazy that they did that. And I don't know. If I'm Humanoid, I'm yelling. I'm screaming at the team. What the hell was that? Why are you guys doing this to me? So that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. 41,000 damage from Jackie Love. Basically 42. It's 41,900 something. So he's one auto attack away from 42,000. The next highest was 25,600 something from Humanoid, who put up a great performance. Jackie Love putting up over half of his team's kills. He's involved in every single kill. 9, 2, and 8. That's 100% kill participation, baby. And Top are looking good. And honestly, we saw 2 different sides of Top here. We saw Top yesterday play around their incredible team fights, allowing the chaos to really, just allowing the chaos to get them. And now, day 2, we see them just absolutely outmaneuver Fnatic at every single turn, minimizing team fights, really. They only ended up with 17 kills, and that's saying something considering how many times they could have probably gotten kills there, and that's including all the absolutely flubbed team fights. So, Top, in a surprisingly long but dominant game 1, up 1-0 and 1 win away from the bracket stage. Fnatic need to fight back to ensure that they go to game 3, or else they're giving top a free slot in the next stage while they have to go through one more best of 3. I will see you for possibly the last game of the day, and that game is game 2 of top versus Fnatic. All right, back for game number 2. 1-0 top esports after 1, and we are, boom, right into the draft. Caught me off guard too, don't worry. As you can see that we already have Noah on the list, I believe is most played of the spring split, and we're going to have Jackie Love on the Varus, Tian on the Xin Zhao. And we're just straight into draft. Jesus Christ, man. Like, I wasn't even prepared for this. You can see the bans right now. 3 ADC bans or a support ban, depending on how you look at it from Fnatic. And a lot of jungle presence from top esports' bans. As that's going to be Razork on the Viego. And that's going to be Jun with Kalista Renata now. That's pretty good from Fnatic. And that's going to be a flex. I don't think Mako's going to bust it out. So it's going to be 369 on the Rumble. Don't think Mako's going to do it. So this one's pretty by the books. Alia already taken away. Humanoid ruined people's day on it yesterday. So ruining days is perfectly up Humanoid's alley with Talia, and they're going to deny that. That's going to be Renekton taken away from 369, so really the first top laner that 369 probably was going to play taken away. Now, he has played Urgot. That was into one Rek'Sai in the finals. He won that game. I was watching, and because it was super early in the morning, I woke up, and I could not go back to sleep, so I just slapped on the LPL finals. And Zach going to be taken away here from Oscar and Razork. That is a very flexible pick that a lot of teams have been picking up recently, so... Oh, no, that actually would have been top lane. Galley. Oh. I know. Yeah, okay. And it's going to be 369 on the Cassante again. I think that Fnatic can counter this pretty easily. I'm intrigued if we're going to see Galio. That's true. Galio is actually buffed up, and we haven't gotten to see those buffs on a pro patch, so this is the first time we will actually get to see the Colossus of Demacia. And they're just going to go back. Humanoid had such a good game. Fnatic are saying, let's not waste our mid laner's best game of the tournament. This is going to be TF top lane. This is going to be really tough for TN, actually. If they go for it. No tanks. It would be very risky to go for a 0-tank draft. But with what... Oh, it is actually Rumble Bed. Oh, this would be something... Okay. Camille. What? For those wondering, Camille got buffed and nerfed to get out of support and back into top lane. So, Camille. She's here. Where the heck is she? Here she is. 13 and 21 entering the tournament. But that's a good pick into Cassante as well because she ignored... Oh, no. Run it back. Dream didn't really have that good of a game, sadly. I don't know if this is the good run it back choice. Not a huge fan of this run it back. But they're going to do it. And... Camille, man. I hate this champion and... I hate this champion. I hate facing Camille. So annoying. She's so annoying. There we go. That's... YSKM mentioned. If you're wondering about who to go to for Camille gameplay, go to YSKM. Loves Camille. Loves playing Camille. It's technically weak against Cassante. 42% win rate, or about 43% win rate in 7 games. But there's a player named Doraemon. Now I'm learning stuff. Oh, he's in... Yeah, that's why. Sorry. Distractions. I don't know. He's had it played against him, but that was a support, so that doesn't count. Of course, YSCam has played it. Yeah. The Xiaomi's game went very poorly. We have not seen the Oscar Rinnan. And we haven't seen the Oscar Rinnan Camille. We saw Hilly's Camille. It's not the same. And Doss's Camille. Not the same. And we haven't seen actual top Camille against top esports. So this is a first time for that. And also Rumble support. I don't know how well Mako can pilot this. I like Mako. I will always defend Mako. I don't know how well Mako is going to be able to pilot. I am really intrigued. One game of Rumble, 5-3-12, beat JDG with it. 2 games, 2-0, beat JDG twice with it. And I don't know if he busted it out during the LPL spring. It's a lot of no Rumble here, it seems. So 2 games of Rumble, 2-0 so far in his career on Rumble, because Rumble support is a modern development. So as Cream going to get jumped on early. Double electrocute proc, so about even in health. There we go. I don't know if... Not a huge fan of the R. It just did not work out, man. Even if you say it was because of the lane swap shenanigans, it just didn't work. Oscar should be able to be really violent here. Cream getting hit by a deceive again. Oscar has like the full green light to beat the brakes off at 369 here because of precision protocol. He has that Cho'Gath he has that Cho'Gath ulti on a very short cooldown. So violence, and I obviously Mako Jackie able to really get aggressive here early as Humanoid. Oof, just gonna throw hands. Cream not afraid after last game. Still fearless. He knows he's one of the best in the world, and he's going to just keep that going. Similarly, Humanoid knows he's up there with the best. He's here competing against them, so he knows something must be right. He's got something to do here. Oh, I gotta go play Rumble support. I love Rumble, dude. I've not played enough Rumble. Tian going for an invade here. Going to be spotted out. And spots out Razork as well, so. Not going to be able to steal this. Gonna steal away 2. And now it's gonna just be a straight fight. Fnatic have rotation here because they're pushed in. And nope, Fnatic is not gonna rotate their bot lane. They're saying it's not worth it. Surrender red. It's not worth going for this fight that we probably don't win. Razork just helping out his mid laner as well while he's here. Might as well. So the bot lane, they were pushed in. They can't sacrifice that XP they really need to keep pace with Jackie and Mako, or else this is a very dangerous situation that they will find themselves in. Cream not going to go for this turret push. Knows it's best to not. What is this? Recall. These are the weirdest recall spots. Cream recalling super close to the enemy, and Razork recalling at the enemy tower is very hilarious to me. As we're going to see mid reset teleports here. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing new. And Humanoid just going to back up. Nothing's been happening in top lane. I'm actually impressed there's been no violence in top lane. Or as little violence as there has been, I guess. Enough violence that it hasn't been notable. Ooh, the Q drop, actually. That might have been intentional from 369. To just get the regular Q out again. Mako going to keep throwing these Electro Harpoons, and the ability to just burst somebody here. On the side of Jackie Love, and Mako is really a big threat here. As there's the flash coming in from Humanoid, and Cream's dead. There's no way Cream survives this. Flash, follow. They need one more auto attack, and they're going to get it from Humanoid. First blood again to the mid lane of Fnatic. And this LeBlanc has been such an issue. And the lack of vision is huge. Nice handshake flash onto Jackie, and Noah's going to pick up first blood. Pick up the kill here. But they need Jun to try and get... Oh, they needed that kill to come in a little bit later than it did. It's going to be 1-for-1. Mako will pick up that one onto Jun. Oscar has him on a ward, so he knows that he can just delay it whenever he wants with a tactical sweep. So... Jun, what a handshake. Such a good handshake right there. Brings him under turret range. And then Noah's able to just go forwards. That was so narrow on that. It looks like it should have actually worked in favor of Jun there, but it just didn't. It was just a couple ticks apart there. It had to be milliseconds. The difference between Jackie dying and Jun dying there. Brutal. Oh, Cream absolutely borks it, so Humanoid's going to be able to get a lot here, but Humanoid borks the combo. But he's going to only miss out on the chain there, not anything else. He hits everything else. As Tien gets his grubs 3 for nothing. But the top lane rotations are not there. Oscar has so much advantage, and here comes Humanoid, and Tien has given his life over. And Humanoid's going to get fed again. This is a problem. We've gone through this. The question isn't whether Humanoid can do it. The question is whether Fnatic will absolutely flub this like they did the previous one. And Fnatic know what's good for them. The answer's no, because you're not going to get another... There's very few times you'll get a gift-wrapped opportunity to get a fed LeBlanc. Oscar ulting onto 369 here. As 369 going to jump onto Oscar Rin in there. I don't think that's the play he should have went for. Dude, what is with the Cassante play being so bad this tournament? As Razork's just going to be able to ulti here. Yep. And now Mako getting jumped on. Cream misses another charm, and it's not going to matter. It's a shutdown thanks to the Spirit Rush. And, oh my god, no. Q before 369. You don't maintain your stacks. Q before. Ah. God. Okay, they're not even going to show the top lane play, because that's what I was going to complain about. Cream just misses the charm again. But Mako's tanking, so Cream can jump in and out really quick. Easy peasy. Because if he Qs there, he gets Oscar behind him, and he ulties. But he doesn't do that. He just ulties. I don't know why. You point the dude under turret. Unless you were just not confident you were hitting the Q3. Like, there's no reason not to use the Q3, because it does nothing for your all-out now. Oscar... Or not Oscar. Humanoid not going to connect on the chain. Cream just going to use the charm to force disengage Humanoid. Oh, nice charm there. Humanoid will be able to at least jump away to safety. Not anymore, though. But I don't see any way Cream gets this. He doesn't have Spirit Rush, and Humanoid has the ability to just kind of chill out. Tien is here, though. Humanoid needs to be... careful, but Tien needs to be very careful as here comes Razork. Flash forced out. No Spirit Rush available still. There's no re-engage for top here. Rumble's just chilling. Jun, the handshake going to connect. That's absolutely huge. Jun is just built different. What a handshake. Make them 2. 2 of them. Tien is not going to be able to get over the wall in time. And now there's the all-out. He does the thing that he needs to, but Oscar just able to flash away, sadly. And Fnatic are in full control of this now. Razork getting super fed as well. 2-0-2. And Jackie is the guy right now that they need to rely on. just unreal. How Fnatic are playing around everyone. Or how they're able to just play around here. Like, oh, misses the Q3. Razork should be able to get this kill. And Mako is just going to get the kill here. We'll be able to pick that up. Jun, oh, doesn't connect, but a nice stun into the hostile takeover. Going to force out both flashes. Jackie's dead here. Humanoid has the damage. Cream needs to save his teammate's skin. Not going to happen. Humanoid's going to pick up the kill into Jackie Love, but can they at least pay back Jun? No, Jun is an absolute menace, dude. There's no way. Look at how much wave damage this guy is tanking, but there's a nice charm combo coming out. And the last auto will go through. Wait, that was after the bailout. And finally, the kill will come through onto Jun, but Humanoid's just going to kill Tian here. Tian is just dead. Has the Crescent Guard up, but has to go in or else he dies regardless. And Fnatic are just getting top to misplay. And now you can see the kill score 10-5, but it's this time 2,000 gold in favor of Fnatic, unlike last game, where it was 10-4, and they were down 2,000 gold. As there's Mako getting jumped on, and that's so much damage from Humanoid. And that is just unreal. 6-2 in 11 minutes. This guy is carrying this series for Fnatic, and they didn't even win game 1. He's still that damn good. And this starts really well for top, actually. They get this. But then double flash, or well, single flash. Jackie gets pretty much sacrificed. He's putting in all the damage he can, at least. And it's just too little damage at the moment. And this is... Why, Mako? Okay, Jun didn't get bailed out. But that kill is just... shouldn't have happened, and then Tian is just way out of position. And it's not going to work out, man. No. No cancel there from 369. Not even going to go for it. Just wants to disengage instead. Top need to figure out what they're going to do. As there is not a lot of... There is so... The play is not there for top right now. It is all on Jackie, Love, and Mako, and it is just not happening. They can't. They got Jackie so fed last game, and they're not putting anything into him this game. You know how Humanoid, all the resources in the world have gone to him, and just him playing out of his freaking mind as well. Dodge on the Q3 with the Hextech Ultimatum. The all-out. Is it going to be enough? Oscar looking for the damage right now. Tactical Sweep not going to do anything. 369 not going to connect the Q3, and it's going to just be a disengage. Oscar has the chance to re-engage here if he so chooses. There's a huge Q, though. That's going to deny that opportunity. 369 winning the trade out, or just winning the all-in or all-out. It's complicated. No kill coming through, so Oscar going to continue to just be able to get value. Again, it is just Humanoid being a menace to society. They need to figure out how to stop this guy. Because they have not. They had the Nami last game to do it. They don't got the Nami this game to do it. You can see the total gold. It, again, is just Humanoid versus Jackie Love. As there's Jin getting jumped on by Cream, but he has a lot of tankiness. As Cream has made a terrible, terrible mistake, possibly. He's dancing around, not going to hit the charm. Cream, this is just not very Cream-like today. As here comes the teleport as well. Mako going to throw down the equalizer. And there's Cream getting hit by the hook shot. And there's the re-engage from Oscar. And that's going to be 369 isolated. Humanoid's on a killing spree right now. Chain of Corruption only going to land onto Oscar Ren, and it's not going to do much of anything. And Fnatic are just crushing top in this game. In game 2. Oscar is playing so well right now. And Humanoid is continuing his play from last game. I think he's like 6. He has 15 or so kills in this series already. He easily has the most kills in the series. He is killing it today. He played great yesterday. He plays great today. Really nothing about it. And just, Dream has not been on point today. Dream has been so off today. He's not playing like he has been. He's definitely not playing like he did yesterday, and he's not playing like he's been playing over the course of the LPL spring season and playoffs. So what the heck are top going to do? They need to get him off the Ahri, honestly. I think that's the issue, is they need to get him off the Ahri. He can't play Ahri right now. Which is an issue because Ahri is one of his best champions. He's lost one game of Ahri all season. Spring playoff, until today, he only lost one game in spring season, in the regular season and the playoffs. And he just can't play it right now. As Razork gonna jump over the wall with the Rift Herald, get the charge off. That's a lot of Void Mites going down. And that should be first turret, or not first turret, but this should be the bot turret easily going down. Yep. And so Fnatic, again, having more pressure on this bot side is going to be good for them in about a minute and a half's time. A minute and a half. Yeah, a minute and a half's time. There we go. Cream needs to land this. If he misplays this, it's over. His charm misses again, Cream. Like, I don't know what happened. This Ahri has gone from one of his best champions to he can't do anything with it today. I don't know. Humanoid is just, I don't know. What is going on with this guy today? This is a complete 180 from the Cream we've been seeing for the entire 4 months. For the past 4 months now. Like, I don't know. But Fnatic are doing so well. Humanoid has taken his form from LEC Spring and has just increased it. He took his form from the playoffs and has just found another level above it. I don't know how he did it, but he's done it. He's leading this team. He's 2 items. He's a full item ahead of his lane opponent. And the rest of his team is clearly following suit this game after a dismal first showing from most of these guys. It's still Humanoid versus Jackie-Lo, but now it's Humanoid with help versus Jackie-Lo, at least. But Mako forced to flash out. Great engage there by Razork. And it's just, again, Fnatic are just asserting their control. They're so far ahead of Mako because he's been playing so on the roams. He's 2 levels down on Jun. And he's behind in gold as well, I guess. Even though, okay, he's behind in items. Mikhail's is one of the cheapest items in the game. So, that's not saying much. But it's really hard for Mako to do what he wants to here. And Cream not going to throw the charm down there, but now jumping in under the turret, forced to flash out. Mako's going to die here. But it's going to be an execute. They don't get Humanoid. Again, nice flash, but there's no follow-up. Oscar goes on a killing spree with a great hook shot there. Oh my goodness, top is playing like garbage. Jun? No. Not happening. Very close. Oh my goodness, top, what is your plan? Because there is not much to go off of here. You are 5,000 gold behind 20 minutes into the game. And none of your plays are going right. Humanoid. Cream needs to throw this charm. Why does he hold his charm? Ah! Oh. His plays are so frustrating. Because they're just misexecuting. Great flash. But it's just too late. If they had got Humanoid, maybe it'd be worth it, but it's just not. Humanoid didn't even get a takedown, man. Even damaged Tian. Didn't need to. Just what the heck are they doing? Top are not doing anything this game. Okay, that was just Oscar playing out of range, obviously. And now Cream in a really bad spot as there's the engage onto Razork. They need to survive, and they will find a huge shutdown for Jackie Love. Oscar forced a flash, but there's a great all-out, and it's going to be 2 shutdowns for Jackie Love. And Top have suddenly swung this game back into their favor through missteps of Fnatic. They thought they were way further ahead than they were. They tried to get way too aggressive, and they get punished hard there. And who better to do it than the carry? The hard carry of Top Esports, Jackie Love. Hunting for his 2nd international championship. And great flash stun. But then this is an overcommit. That's an overcommit from Razork there. And then Oscar has to go in. Look at his positioning. He needs to engage here. It was a bit late of an engage, though, so that's not good for Fnatic, as now Jackie 3 items on the Varus. This turret's going to fall. They're going to let the minions take it, though, so a bit of gold missed out. Only 50 gold to all the members around, or 50 gold to all of Top Esports' members, but only 50, no roaming, or no local gold. There we go, that's the word. Standing gold is, yeah, the turret. That is standing gold. Fnatic only up to 2,000 or 3,000 right now. This is about halved already from what it was before, around the 5,000 gold mark. But Fnatic still in control. They still have the advantage. They still can very much play how they want. They just need to be a bit more careful, not careful. They need to be a bit more aware of the plays they're actually making, I would say. As now they know something's up. He knows something is up. He saw a freaking Krug spawn, man. Oscar was very aware something was happening, which isn't Tien's fault or 369's fault. That was just bad RNG on, really. On where the Krug was going to start, or where the Krug was going to jump out from. Top going to regain vision control of their own jungle right now, and they need to kill off Humanoid here. They need to also get picks, which what Cream is supposed to do, but he can't. Cream hasn't hit anything. Like, Okay, so what is the play here? Edge of Knights on both ADCs right now, so have that extra barrier of security. That's Mako's quarter health. As Razork has already started the Drake, and this will be sole point for Fnatic pretty much. There's very little chance we see them not get this. Unless they get an insane hostile takeover, catches 4. And now the engage is on. That equalizer finds no one, and that's going to be 369 already gone. Humanoid's able to get out with his life because Cream can't hit the engage still. And that's their tank gone. They can't fight. 369 falls. And Jun got it. Jun, how on earth did he get that angle? That is such a great angle. Because Top were walking into the darkness, they had to put vision in that brush. They see Jun go in. They think they can harass, but there's no vision. And Cream misses another charm. Would have at least been a trade. But just another freaking charm, Cream. Another. Oh my god, this guy is so Oh, this is. They all dodge. Watching all of them dodge is hilarious. Oh, Jun, this was not where you wanted to be, buddy. But it might be a good re-engage angle, actually, as that's the heal already forced out. Jackie Love is locked down. Great char, but that's going to be not enough. Humanoid. Shane connects. Oscar's going to pick up Mako's kill there, as Cream needs to ulti away to safety right now. Oh, what a read from Oscar right there. Crazy read right there from Oscar Renan on the hook shot. Or maybe Cream just absolutely borked his Spirit Rush. But that's going to be 3-0 in favor of Fnatic. That's going to be the Baron, and that might be the game in the bag now. 5,000 gold ahead. This is just brutal to watch, man. Fnatic are just crushing top under their heel every fight they get. And this is done. Humanoid is so fed. He's 3 items. He's half an item ahead still. He has a 10-stack Dark Seal again. He's going to evolve into Mage Eyes eventually, surely. No way he baits us and doesn't do it again. And they... Great handshake. Jun has been the guy this game, man. He has just been so good this game. That flash handshake to pick up the first kill onto Jackie. The 4-man hostile takeover. And the extra play to pick off Mako. Great jump. They knew exactly, because of that controller, they knew. Why did Razork flash there? I don't know why Razork flashed. There was no chance they escaped that. A bit of an extra excess. But John, just the guy. This Renata is such a threat to top esports, and he is reminding them of why. He keeps showing them why. So a minute already gone off the Baron buff. Nothing really coming from it yet. That one was dodge. See, that's a dodge. I mean, yes, technically all of these have been dodges, but Cream should be hitting some of these, man. Like, the reason you draft Aries for the charm, there's no way that they're not hitting this. 369 might be dead here. No. He's fine, but he has no CC anymore. And Oscar's just shredding him to pieces. Holy cow. He's full healthing. Camille is fair, man. Just tank it. True damage garbage right there, man. Oh, that's not even gonna kill. Humanoid not even half health there by the combo of Jackie Love. He's going to chunk him for just as much in one spell. He is so fed as the bot turret is going to fall. And Noah's going to pick up the kill there. And Jackie's dead for sure. It's going to be Oscar picking up that one there. He's unstoppable on this Camille. And you want to know who else is unstoppable right now? The rest of Fnatic. Because they are going to roll their way to game number 3. It's win or get sent down now for both sides of this for both sides of the series. They're going to continue to just pile it on. It's another one for Humanoid. Going to make it a double kill for Humanoid. And qualification is going to be a little bit harder for top esports now. Game 3 inbound thanks to one Humanoid. Oh man, that guy was cooking, and he's still cooking this series. I was worried they wasted his best effort, but clearly they didn't, because this guy just comes back and does it again. 2 times, man. How does he do it? 2, count them, 2 incredible games of LeBlanc, putting up almost identical game scores in them, man. I don't know what the heck this guy ate for breakfast today, but he's feeling himself. Or I guess lunch, because breakfast was pretty long ago for them. But you get my point. This guy is cooking, and Fnatic ride this to actually a significantly better jungle and support performance. And just a better performance all around, but a significantly better performance from Razork. Like, so much better from Razork there. And now Fnatic are on both sides. It's next win. Next game will determine who is going to the main stage of MSI. And that was just super good, honestly, from Fnatic. They played so well around it. They knew what they wanted to do. They got the LeBlanc involved. They got Oscar in his lead. They got Razork was everywhere. Jun didn't miss a beat. Jun hit every engage he needed to hit. And that is just absolutely the peak of execution. The Camille, I wasn't prepared to see the Camille. I wasn't expecting it to work. I thought it would be really bad, but it does not matter because that Camille absolutely did what it needed to. Oscar was such a problem. And you want to know who else was a problem? Humanoid. Every single play. You want to know who else is a problem? Cream. He's playing like garbage. Get him off of the Ahri. He's clearly not doing it today, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do about it because it's just such an issue. Both games, Humanoid has gotten fed, and somehow this series is 1-1. And then Jun. Jun. So good. Unlike Cream, hit every engage. Hit every engage he needed to. It was just unfair. This guy was on a different level. He hit a different gear in this game. Jun has been good all season, but this is just something else from this guy. And oh my god. He went at 16, 5, and 7. 16 kills. He's decimating what Jackie Loaf put up in game 1. You thought game 1 was a carry job from Humanoid and Jackie. This one is just all Humanoid. Hold on, was that in this game? No. 7, 2, and 4. 7, 2, and 5. 8, 2, and 5. 16 kills on the series, man. That's crazy. So not the most kills in the series, but he has the most total kills now in this series. 16, man. 16. An 8-kill game followed up with another 8-kill game. This guy is booking with gasoline. And it's going to be tough to match this, man. It's going to be tough for Top Esports to come back from that because now Fnatic are feeling themselves. They know how they want to play. They got the coordination. They got the execution. Top really need an answer in this one. So it's time for an actual meaningful game 3. Of course, the previous one, PSG's game 3 did matter, but this one matters all that much more because it is pretty much... It is just for a guaranteed shot. There's no need to worry about any future games. You're done for the playing stage, and you get to just go and face off with the 1 seed. So who is going to come out on top here? Will it be Top Esports, who come off of a terrible-looking game 2, or will it be Fnatic punching their ticket to the main stage as they had a ball, just a beauty of a game 2? I will see you for the deciding game of the series. All right. Final game of the day for real this time. Game number 3, Top Esports and Fnatic. Fnatic crush Top in game number 2. It was not even really competitive for most of it. And I don't even know what to say because that was... Top Esports played so well in game 1. I didn't even think we were going to see a game number 3. And now Fnatic have all the momentum in the world. And Humanoid he's mad. Humanoid was so mad that his teammates threw game 1 that he basically forced them to win game 2. Not even for him, with him. He actually played insanely well still. I would have just been like, you know what? You want to waste my best performance? I'll sit back. You guys do the work. See how this goes. And it didn't happen. He absolutely killed it in game 2, matching his game 1 performance with 8 more kills. And they're going to get rid of LeBlanc finally. Top Esports finally going to respect the LeBlanc, man. Finally. Please stop picking Ahri. Please. Stop. Jackie is trying so damn hard to match what Humanoid's doing, but he couldn't do it in game number 2. The rest of the team of Fnatic, the rest of Fnatic just woke up too hard and said no. Varus taken away from Noah, even though they got Varus last game. And Kalista taken away as well, actually. I just noticed. So what is Fnatic going to respond with? Because they have no Lucian, no Kalista, no Draven. But they don't want the Draven, Lucian, or Senna. So they need to, well, they didn't want it because they couldn't get it. They're going to get Noah on the Xayah, another one of his most played champions, and that's going to be Xayah Rakan insta-locked. Okay. So this leaves Renata. This leaves Nautilus. This leaves Thresh if you really want to play Thresh for some reason right now. He's not in a good spot. Maokai is an option. They could kind of do what they want with the Maokai. They can put him in support or jungle, and Cream is on Tristana. He blew stuff up. Nuke stuff. And Humanoid going to get the Talia. I don't think yeah, obviously banned away in game number 1. I don't think they even bothered in game number 2 to ban it out. And so Humanoid's still getting one of his more played champions. Though that is the case with almost every single champion in the game. Or with every single player right now in Pro, Talia is one of their most played champions. It's not a choice. It is a simple fact that you have to play Talia if you want to get anywhere. And you're going to see the Nautilus taken away, the Xin Zhao taken away. The Naught I can see already. Razork obviously went so hard on Xin Zhao last game, they had to get rid of it. They don't want to worry about the Rumble. Nautilus taken away, though. Mako plays Nautilus, obviously. A lot of people play Nautilus, and he's one of the better ones. And he has the best pairing for Nautilus right now in Varus, so they just want that gone. They don't want to even worry about it. Get it out of sight, out of mind. And so it's a top lane or a jungle band here to close out this series for Top Esports, and it's going to be the Viego taken away from Razork. Don't want to deal with it at all. Played so well last game. Was a crucial part of winning, taking over game 2, and it's going to be Razork on the Sejuani. Sejuani. And it could be Oscar as well. I don't see it happening. And it's going to be Varus Ashe. We haven't seen Varus Ashe in a while, actually. If they do lock it in. It's been a little bit since I've seen it. Mostly because Ashe is always banned, man. And so 369's blind, very likely. For it. We haven't seen Aatrox yet, so I was honestly interested. Actually, we saw one Aatrox. So, there you go. We saw one Aatrox. I believe it was not winning. It's going to be Crocodile. Okay. Crocodile 4369. He's finally off the Cassante. Finally free from the Cassante. It's going to be Oscar on the Zac. All right. It's not bad. Very good draft here from Fnatic, actually. They have really good engage. It's not going to be Razork on the Rakan, I promise. It's just not caught up yet with the trades. Razork is not playing Rakan. Oh, God. Okay. Anyways, both of these teams a lot better. It's just going to come down to execute, obviously. I think the worst part of last game still was Cream's Ahri. The worst part of the draft was definitely Cream's Ahri. I think they needed to not. They needed to give him something that he was very much going to actually perform on, because he just could not get it done in game number 1 in spite of them winning. And game number 2 was just a continuation of that, really, of him just not having it in him to play it today. And so getting him on the Tristana Maokai, very nice. So it's a nice, easy combo for them to pull off. They want to go in, they can blow anybody they choose up. I think they have a much better team fighting comp. They have a clear front line, back line, always. I mean, they've had that the entire series, but now it's Ash Varus, and I think that's a very good bot lane to have. But it's into the Zyvercon, and I really do like the Zyvercon here from Noah Jun. I just like both of these comps, and I don't know who's going to take it. I'm going to say Jackie. I think it's still on the back of Jackie Love here. Humanoid can still carry this. I don't know if it's going to be as easy for Humanoid to carry this. But I know Jackie can carry on this. As you can see, the lane swap already started. But 369 already going to just chill up here. Lane swap in full effect. Both sides knew what they were going to go for. They just let it happen. A little bit of a lane swap, eh? A lot of bit of a lane swap. It's an entire lane swap. If both sides lane swap, actually. No one knows what's going on. Tian will spot this out. Tian, what are you... This pathing does hurt. They will just keep this going. But top have the collapse here. And we're going to have a 4v5. Zach is not anywhere to be found. And they're just going to jump out of Cream. Cream is out of position. And he's going to flash out, though, instead of back in. He's going to flash out of his team. And that's going to be first split over to Jun. I don't love that. And we're out of lane swap, actually. But they don't get anything out of it. They get the kill, yes. But, oh... Razork's here. Okay, Razork looped around to Raptors. Okay, I got it. Or Krogs, not Raptors. There's no flash on Jun, so they won't actually abuse that. Mako, what the hell? Mako. Everything has gone wrong for Top Esports in this game 1 or in game 2, and now it's going to continue to go wrong in game number 3. I think he should have flashed into his team, obviously, instead of away from them. I think there's so much misplayed there from Top Esports on that counter invade. Not spotted out. Humanoid rotating down. But he's just going to grab a ward. And now, here comes Tian. And Tian's going to get this. Yep. Tian snags that for himself. And now he's going to jump into Razork, actually. He has the level 3. And the seismic shove actually going to prevent Tian from going forwards. But he doesn't also have the twisted advance. So it's fine. You saw the rotation coming up from Mako if he wanted to. So it was very much not happening for Fnatic in that play. That was only going to be in favor of Tian. And here comes 369 spotting out Razork. And not going to happen. No. He's going to be spotted out. As 369 going to continue this. As you can see Razork going for the Scuttle Crab. But 369 just grabbing some intel. Red buff still up for Razork. But 369 not spotted out himself. They are wondering where 369 went, so. Oh yeah, Mako is there too. Mako and... Or not Mako and Jackie, sorry. Wrong thing. As 369 solo, flash for flash. And Oscar not going to be able to get the last ulti, or the last bit of damage off. Oh my goodness, 369. Carry Zach is crazy, because it's true. Carry Zach is just regular Zach. That was actually crazy. No, the mid-game apology. The mid-game Shaq apology, bro. As Jackie Love going to get jumped up by Jun, but nothing going to come of it. They're going to get some double daggers out, but that's it. Jackie didn't even need to flash. Fearless. It's only 1 kill, though, and it's still very playable. Both Oscar and 369 grabbing the 800 anti-heal items. So, Razork, no, Scuttlecrab is taken. Cream gonna teleport. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Humanoid's gonna teleport in a second. Mako, dude, Jackie cannot. Jun cannot hit these right now. Jun is... Oh, Razork unspotted. This is brutal. Double flash is available, but they know. And Jun's recall gonna get canceled. And they know Razork is here. I don't know how they're gonna play around this. They have their flashes available, and he's not wrapping around. He's actually running at them, so I think they could stay. Especially with Tian here. But there's Cream jumping in onto Humanoid. Just tanks it. And gonna get bombed. He just tanks that, though. Tian, this is not where you want to be. Rooted, there's no heal. And here comes Humanoid's ultimate. And now Jackie and Mako are stuck. But there's Mako picking up one, and it's gonna be a flash. It's Jackie picking up the other one. Humanoid jumps into Tian, and Tian's gonna pick that one up as well. Top Esports make chicken salad out of chicken garbage. How the hell did they get away with that? Gods. What gods indeed. The gods permit it. The stars are in alignment for this festival, and they can do it today. The immaculate. The unbelievable, the immaculate, the unfathomable escape there from Top Esports is unreal. And now Tian is here. Get steal away one of these. Doesn't have any smite, though. But Razork going to disengage, so this should be free for Tian. Yep. Razork has to disengage because of the rotation from 369. What the heck is going on? That looks so perfect for Fnatic, and then Tampa just win. They just say, I'm winning. Humanoid's here. Huma, no ulti. Cream spotted out. Gonna get some deep vision. And gonna leave. Disengage. So how the heck? This starts off so poorly. Tian is just dying. Good heal there from Jackie. Flash out. Tian's able to just get to the other side of the wall, which does save him. But this arrow just has enough on it to kill Jun. And then Tian dodges the beginning of the threaded volley there. And Top Esports' coach except for like, oh, thank God. Oh, missed a minion. Razork spotted out now. Very spotted out. Has the Glacial Prison available. But Jackie Love and Mako have both their ultimates. Oscar is just hitting 369. 369 just going to get his second plating. Gonna ignore him. Dude, I don't really care about you, play. And that plating is so close to falling. They don't know that Razork's here. And there's the Glacial Prison landing. There's the quickness engage. And Mako is already gone off the map. Jackie needs to figure out what he's going to do here. There's the Nature's Grasp coming in. And it's going to land onto Jun. Mako, or Noah, going to use the Feather Storm. Jeez, why can't I word today? The Feather Storm comes out. Holy cow, it's 31 CS lead for Jackie Love. But now Humanoid. There's no jump, and there's Cream jumping onto him. The wall is going to be enough to get him away. The bomb isn't close to enough damage yet. He has no damage built, so it's not going to do anything. Even though it does missing health damage, yes. There's more damage based on the lower health your target has. Doesn't really matter. Fnatic win that play in the bot side, though. Most importantly, they win that play in bot side. They get the money on to Noah. After Jun took first blood, they get money onto Noah. So Noah's in a good spot. But they still have to give up first Drake. It is a 10-minute dragon, so the fastest they can get is a 30-minute soul, which is not optimal, but Mako just has nothing here. They know they want Mako, and Mako is down. There's no heal. There's no flash. He burned both of those in the previous play. Got it. And then the re-engage actually denied by Noah's Featherstorm right there. They were trying to get the jump there. They were trying to get the jump there. Tian was trying to jump onto Noah, but Noah's Featherstorm canceled it, so Jun was the target instead. If he got the jump onto Noah, he might have died. Well, no way to know. But could have happened. Mako is going to fire the arrow. It's going to connect onto Jun, though, and the Chain of Corruption is not there in time. Just couldn't go. Just a bit late, sadly. Especially with the Merc Treads, he had a bit extra time to buy himself that. This Humanoid going to get the bomb thrown on him. He's going to be able to just... Green just going to be able to jump away. As Tian is in a terrible spot here. And Tian going to get locked down with the Glacial Prison. There's the Seismic Shove, and no one's going to pick up the kill there onto the TES jungler. And that's nice for them. And now... There's the engage, forcing the flash out of Mako. Jun is playing so well. Humanoid going to get jumped up by Cream there. And Cream, so much damage. Going to get the reset. He's going to ulti. He's going to get the heal, and he's going to survive. And rocket jump to safety. And Cream finally gets a play here, man. He doesn't need to worry about hitting a combo. He needs to worry about hitting his autos, and he does. He needs to worry about positioning and a simple bomb throw and when to jump, and he gets that perfectly right. And finally, Cream is in this series. As Razork, 369 has found Razork indeed. He's just going to keep staring at Razork. As there's the ulti coming out. Jun not going to be able to block it. Here comes Humanoid, though. And Tian going to get the jump away. The Weaver's Wall is nice, forcing the flash out. Jun going to land the Grand Entrance. The ulti not going to connect, though. Going to split the uprights. And that is a valuable play there for Fnatic. Getting a flash out of Tian. And it's going to be 3-3. Razork, yeah, obviously 369 couldn't really do anything to Razork. He has no damage. He has 2 items that do not combine into the same item. He was not killing off. He was not killing Razork with a Phage, man. And he just tanks the... Anytime he sees the Seismic Shove, he just goes. Because he knows he's 90% of the time, he's going to already tank. So who cares? Like... Cream knows that if he gets with the direction of the shove, he's already getting shoved. He might as well just rocket jump it and tank the damage himself, but get the, you know, at least avoid the airborne and extra damage that comes with getting hit by a seismic shove. And very well played. I'm gonna get jumped on by Oscar there, and he doesn't really have anything to answer back. Oscar gonna be able to heal a lot back. That's not good. Not good for Cream. He just doesn't have an item yet. And there's Black Cleaver already finished for 369. Going to get that turret in the bot lane against Humanoid. Not really much Humanoid can do to clear out the way fast enough in this situation. As there's Mako getting jumped on again. But Tian is here. Razork is all alone. He's going to get triple quadra CC'd. And Jackie Love picks up the kill onto Razork. 2-0-2 now on the Varus as Humanoid is going to get jumped on. Good seismic shove there onto 369, but I think the flash follow is going to be enough for 369 to execute Talia. And now Cream is dead. Oh, never mind. Buster shot. And now Top Esports are feeling themselves. They're in their element. They're feeling confident. Just a shade under 5,000. It's 4,500 gold ahead right now. Jackie Love fed. As much as he really wants, He's massively ahead of Noah. Noah's not doing anything wrong. He can't farm, really, but he's not doing anything wrong. As Oscar going to be denied the cannon by 369's teleport. Very well played. As 369, I think, going for a proxy right now. And then Humanoid gets the shove, but the stun comes through, so he actually can't run during it. And then he will get the flash out, but just execution. He has Black Cleaver. Arrow going to split the uprights. That's a good old-fashioned field goal. Razork going to try and go in. Is he going to find Cream here? He won't. Jun getting engaged on right now. Will be able to back up Tian at least, but there's no damage coming in. And now here comes 369. Doesn't have the dominance just yet. And there's not enough damage coming through, or no CC coming in. They have the Chain of Corruption coming up, but that's about it for Top Esports. They're just going to push. They have such an advantage here. They could just push because what are they going to do? The Cream rises over a wall, as it turns out. Not to the top, but over a wall, dodging away from the Glacial Prison there with a perfectly timed rocket jump, as Oscar going to get jumped on there by 369. And they're not going to throw the dominance. They're not going to throw the Chain of Corruption out. They're going to just play slow. They're going to wait. And this tier 2 will be gone, or not even based on, just from a great play from Top Esports in the mid lane here. And they do it. And now Drake number 2 will be theirs for the taking, as there's nothing Fnatic can do to get into a position where they can fight this. And now it is very good for Top Esports. Looking very nice. They have Drake sacking as an option. 27-minute Drake Soul is not terrible, at least. Now, Fnatic need to find an answer. Humanoid's not fed. He's pretty unfed, actually. Like the opposite. He's pretty nothing. As here comes the arrow. Not going to connect, though. If it did connect or was going to connect, he has cleanse. He could prepare for it. He would have to burn the Featherstorm or the Flash, but it'd still be fine. All right. Where are we in the game? Oscar going to try and push for this tier 1 in bot lane, but not going to be able to get much of anything. It is just the farming phase of the game. Pretty much just farming, waiting. As 369 is very low on health, though. Oscar does a lot to him. As 369 again dodges, but he's going to get CC chained. He has the dominance. He just needs to get out to safety, but he won't be able to do it. And here comes Cream. Puts the bomb onto Noah, jumping in. As Noah's going to die. And that's going to be it. Razork is going to get double killed by Cream. Humanoid's here to try and do something. Jackie Love is going to just finish off the Zachary as Mako is 1v1ing Humanoid. Great flash, but does he have it? And dodges away. He'll trade it. It's a triple kill for Cream instead as he goes on a rampage. And the mid laner of Top Esports is here to play for the first time this series, and he shows up when it matters most. Game 3 to qualify for the play-in stage. 6,000 gold lead for Top Esports, and now 4 or 5 kills. I can't remember exactly, but 4 or 5 kills. It starts so well. For Fnatic, they pick, or they just kill off 369 early, not even a pick. And they have Humanoid coming in, but Humanoid just can't make it there in time. And meanwhile, Cream in the backlines, shredding your team to pieces. Jun, I believe, escapes, actually. Nope, Jun dies. No, he lives. Okay, Mako is just going crazy. But Humanoid does eventually get the kill onto Mako, but it's a trade for Cream to pick up. And 6,000 gold lead is really huge for them, honestly. As Tian is waiting, Oscar doesn't have his passive. And there's a lot of damage now on Cream. He has the Kraken Slayer finished, so he can actually do a lot. He's going to put the bomb. He's already got Oscar to half health. He's got him below 1,000. He's just laying in the auto attacks, but he doesn't have anything else to follow it up with. Tian does have the Nature's Grasp, and he's not going to throw it out just yet, stealing away these Krugs, and instead they're just going to have the threat to take the turret. Cream is a bit strong here. And the dual ADCs, the really triple ADCs, but one of them isn't really an ADC. The dual AD carries of top esports are a problem for Fnatic now. As into their tanks, Rageblade, Bork, and Kraken Slayer very threatening. Jackie does so much. Cream does so much. This is an issue that they have to solve. Jackie's 60 CS again. 60 CS ahead again. 2 times this guy in this series has done this. He's been such a problem. Not very quick plays. Ooh, nice. Oh, Joss got rock surfing. Wow. Damn. Could have had it. Just misses, though. And Cream's coming back. Oscar in and can't 1v1 him anymore. He absolutely bodied Cream, if you remember, the last time he came up to top lane at, like... Man, that was a while ago. Like 15 minutes? Bodied Cream so hard, he almost had a recall. Or did have to recall eventually. But... not now. Fnatic behind, and Cream very ahead. Humanoid gonna Weaver's wall off top esports. So that is a big utility ultimate down. There's no fight. They can't isolate any members of Fnatic or of top esports right now with the wall. It's kind of like Maywall, except weirder, and it takes a lot longer to do. And it's just gonna be soul point over to top esports. There's no way Fnatic can contest this. They have nowhere to defend either. They need to find a spot where they can fight out top esports, and they just can't do it. They don't want to do it in 5 minutes. They have to do it beforehand because otherwise they're giving up the Drake Soul for free. And that's not really an option, especially when it's an Ocean Soul. It's not the best soul anymore, but it's still not a soul you could just hand over. What's the angle for Fnatic? They need a Sejuani engage with Zac that leads into something. Something like that. Like, they need Jun or Oscar to engage, and they need follow-up. Lots of follow-up damage. Razork has had some non-follow-up damage, like, engages. Plenty of engages where he's done something, but just there's no follow-up because he's way too far ahead, or top esports are in a really good position to respond, as there's the arrow. It's going to force a flash out. Meanwhile, we're watching Fnatic try to isolate Cream, and they will. Teleport coming in. Oscar's low, and this teleport is going to be really bad here, as 369 is going to be in a terrible position, but it's going to be canceled by Humanoid, so Humanoid actually kind of saving 369 right there, and instead, Humanoid going to have to give his life over to 369. He stops the killer Croc, and he doesn't save himself. He saves his team instead. Ooh. And finally, top esports have just stopped Humanoid in his tracks. Oh. He needed to actually jump later, which is a weird sentence to say, but that is what happens. Is you need to jump later on that champion. Oh. What is the angle for Fnatic here now? Because now there's a Spear of Shojin on the Rift. That's going to be a lot harder to deal with. Cream and Jackie haven't gotten any new items, but there's no way they can fight here. There's no way top worry about a fight against Fnatic unless they massively misplay it. They have way too much damage, and if they target Noah, it's over. As here comes Cream. Tien in there. The arrow going to land onto Oscar, and here comes Humanoid as well, but 369 is instantly isolating him, and they're going to try and jump in and save their mid laner. The Glacial Prism will land onto Mako, but 369 is going to be able to flash out to safety. Razork 1 health right now. Oscar going to be able to do something at least. But top now. in a position to try and start threatening Baron, and they're already on it. And I don't know who's up front there. It is Mako, and I assume that's 369 with them, as they're going to turn and scare away Noah. And Oscar just going to get the flash out of Mako, and the Baron's going to fall. There's the engage on to Noah from 369. 369 will die off to Razork. Noah's so low. Can 369, or well, not 369, can Top Esports get in there, but they will kill off Razork instead, as they're chasing down Jun. Jun going to be able to get over the wall. Kind of just Bramble smashes him over the wall, but there was no position to stop him. But it is a Baron for 369's life instead for Top Esports. That's still a fair enough trade that they could justify it. And now they're just going to steal away all these camps from Fnatic. And this is pretty easy for them. If Oscar had Smite, that would have been cool. But that is an actual Zac strat, to just do that instead of going into the pit. You could just launch across it. 369 does give his life. He wanted to try and get Noah down, just doesn't. So that is one less Baron buff on your split pusher, but usually 369 actually probably going to hang around with the team here now, instead of splitting on his own. Or could just push him bot lane. Doesn't really need to worry about anything. As long as he's relatively nearby, he's fine. Because it's still going to be pressure, but it's actually going to be the other way around. He's not creating the pressure. It's going to be his teammates creating pressure that's going to draw him a bunch of free time to do kind of whatever he wants to. And now Fnatic want to try and answer to the Dragon Soul play. And Tian, a bit caught out. There's the ulties connecting onto Jackie Love, but it's not going to matter. He's able to cleanse away, and there's Noah getting locked down, and Noah's gone. Fnatic have no AD carry. Double buster shot there. Jun is trying to hold off Cream. The passive is popped for Oscar Ridden. Cream has a double kill. Jackie Love has a double kill. It is just Razork, and Fnatic are on the ropes. I think Top could just go to end the game here. Such a strong position. 20 seconds until Noah comes up. 30 seconds on everybody else. It is just Razork. They will be able to shred through this. They have enough of the wave. And they are slapping the LEC out of the... Not out of the tournament, but they're going to jump on a Razork. They're looking for an ace. They got 3 seconds to do it. They're not going to get it. They're going to turn onto the Nexus. And Fnatic, despite their strong game 2, can't transition it into game 3. Top Esports are going to the main stage of the mid-season invitational. A great series from both sides. Cream was so infuriating to watch until he gets the job done. And Fnatic will have to wait till... What day is it? Fnatic will have to wait till Sunday to have a shot at qualifying for the main stage, and they will do it against Loud or Gam, whoever wins that match tomorrow. But Top Esports, no more worrying. Both of China's representatives will make it to the main stage of MSI and have a shot at defending the winning streak of the LPL. 3 straight MSI wins. 2023, 22, and 21. All won by the Chinese Mega region. It feels like the Super League now, because they are so good in spring. Just, oh my goodness, they have so much. As that is it for today. And what a game to end it on. Top Esports get the job done against the European 2 seeds. And both of the Eastern regions will send both representatives. We will see if the LEC and LCS will make this an all Big 4 MSI, or will there be an upset somewhere in there. Fnatic just could not maintain their control that they had in game 2. It really did revolve around Humanoid, and after that, it was over. Top Esports, they saw the issue. It was Humanoid and Razork in game number 2, and 1 technically for Humanoid, and they just made sure that Humanoid could not play this game. They put Cream on what was his best champion of the series by far, and just decimated him. They made sure Humanoid never got into the game, and that honestly, he got kind of unlucky that Maokai, He should have jumped off to kill the Maokai, but that also would have put him in a bad position to defend his teammates because they would have just pushed into him anyways and killed him, or killed off the bot lane and the and Razork. So I don't know if that play changes. Besides, he gets a kill if he goes for Tian first instead of trying to go for Jackie and Mako. But that is a tough one for Fnatic. You came in with so much confidence after game 2, and it just doesn't work out. You just get stopped, brick-walled, really, by an unbelievable performance from a 180 performance from Cream, really, and another great game from Jackie Love, who seems to be producing a lot of those recently. And it's why Top have suddenly returned to the international stage. And Cream. Dude, it's because Cream. They wouldn't be here without him, probably. I don't know. I'm just joking around. I just really like Cream. Fun. Top Esports flex their might in the final game and just suffocate Fnatic out of this series and qualify for the main stage alongside T1, who 2-0'd FlyQuest earlier in the day. That is it for the Kimchi cast. I've been your host, Max Kimchi. We'll be back tomorrow. We have, in order, Estral Esports versus PSG Talon to determine who will be the first team eliminated from MSI and who will advance to face FlyQuest on Sunday. Yeah. And then we have GAM versus Loud to determine the second team eliminated from MSI and who will face Fnatic on Sunday. That's really it. Good night, good day, good evening, whatever one it is, because this isn't a stream still, and my brain can't really do that because usually I say good night at the end of them, but is what it is. But regardless, wherever it is that you are choosing to watch this for some reason, have a good rest of whatever you may be doing, and of course, I will see you tomorrow for more MSI coverage.